If you love cake and you love to bake, we've got something you're going to enjoy. Here at Hochanda's Crafty Kitchen, we'll be introducing you to brand new guest demonstrators from the world of baking and cake decorating, who will be on hand to inspire you with sugar flour making techniques, food flavouring ideas, baking kits in a bottle, and as well as showcasing some very fashionable kitchen aprons. Watch out for brand new products, some very bespoke to the baking world, but others you can utilise within the world of craft, which will allow you more flexibility between the different mediums. Intrigued? Well, set your temperatures, set your timers, and tune in every fortnight to see what's in the oven on the Crafty Kitchen.
Hochanda will be attending the Creative Craft Show at the NEC in Birmingham from Thursday the 19th of March until Sunday the 22nd of March. Take part in our famous Hochanda Tombola to win prizes galore. Or why not join one of our numerous make and take sessions being run by our crafty guest experts. You will be so inspired by their wealth of knowledge and expertise. You'll find us on stand F08 in Hall 11, so come along and say hello to the team. We would all love to meet you. Order your tickets online today at hochanda.com and we'll see you there.
Hochanda will be supporting Stamporama, an incredible art, stamp and papercraft show, and we would like to invite you to come along and meet us on Sunday the 3rd of May. Stamporama brings together the UK's most dedicated and gifted craft experts, all available to inspire you with their knowledge and expertise. You'll find us in Hall 2 at the Yorkshire Event Centre, located within the great Yorkshire Showground, Harrogate. Advanced ticket holders receive an early show entry from 9:30 a.m, allowing you extra time to browse before the show opens at 10 a.m. There'll be free demonstrations, make and takes, and also a refreshment area where you can take the weight off your feet after all that shopping. Tickets are available from Hochanda in advance for only £3 each. So what are you waiting for? Treat yourself to a fantastic crafty day out. Order your tickets today from hochanda.com.
Are you trying to be taller?
No, you're the taller.
Oh, hello. How are? I did not touch a thing. Did not.
I agree with you.
Oh, right, we'll start again. Hello, everyone. I hope you're well. And how are you, Abs?
I'm amazing. And
You've been here all day, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm sure people get bored of me.
Not at all. No,
and they will see me tomorrow as well.
No, we are never bored of you.
Oh, thank you.
Your shows have been very busy and very inspiring as well. So we've had some great demos, and we've had 25 sellouts throughout today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 25 sellouts. That really is amazing. Well, we've got a great show lined up for you. We're going to take you through all the different stamps collections that we've got available for you, and then we're going to head to the demonstration area. Now, this set is an old favourite, and this, I think, is going to be very popular. I love these designs. Abs tells us about this.
So, all what you can see today, this band and the rest are designed by Janet Klein. She's our US-American new designer. So here, the first band, that we have a set of 5 A7 stamp sets. They are quirky, they're whimsical, they're fun, they're full of energy. The more you look at them, they give me a smile, I want to smile, and she all hand-drawn by her. I like her style, but also what I like about each stamp set is complete, for me, is a full stamp set, because you have the sentiments, you have the backgrounds, you have the accessories, you have obviously the characters, the people, the small girls, ladies. They're all different, they have something special about them. I don't know how to explain it, but the minute you look at them, like, you want to have them.
I love them. And what's nice about them as well, like you say, they're complete stamp sets. So each stamp set, you've got everything you need to make the card or the piece of artwork, but you can mix and match, can't you?
You can.
If you wanted to, with the different sentiments that you got in there, and the different little additions as well with those characters. And they're so different. And they might remind you of somebody you know. We've been looking at all the stamp sets and putting them towards people we know. Now, Who do we think that would be? Oh, that's it is. It's our Molly. Molly on floor. It really is. Real queens
like
fix
pineapple?
each other's crowns. Do you like pineapple?
I do.
Yeah, well, there you go. So
How
that's
about
very
chicken and fish?
And chicken, maybe on a pizza as well. Right, who's this? Who's this? Oh, that's Leonie. It's gotta
That's
be Leonie.
Leonie. That has to be
Yeah.
Leonie.
It might remind you of somebody you know. It might remind you of yourself. But that, we will say, is Leonie. Again, what a beautiful card. And colouring these in, I think you're going to have so much fun as well.
Yeah.
Now, all of them, apart from the bird lover, have sold out individually. So the best way to get them all together is in this bundle for £34.95. 21 stamps in total.
Right.
And they're really fun if you want to put them together in like a little notebook or a little journal or something.
Yeah,
I love that.
that is, look.
Look at that.
And because they come all with the sentiments, everything, so even if you do art journal, it's like full, complete page. You have all what you need to create this.
Now, I suppose we can use these stamps if we've got some fabric ink.
Yeah,
so
we can. The next bundle we show some
Oh,
fabric.
well, I tell you what, these would look fantastic, wouldn't they? Maybe on a T-shirt, maybe a little logo or something like that for you on a T-shirt. It could be that you're putting these onto some cushions or things like that. Boxes, anything home decor, cards, journals. They look fun, they look funky, and I know you're going to enjoy them when you get them
Yeah,
home.
as you were saying, you can use them for all sorts of projects. Doesn't have to be cards. So, for example, here, Janet Klein herself, she did this kind of a nice box. This one, as she said, it's box to store her stencils. So it's perfect for 6x6 A6 stencils. And this one here, she said, can store her stamp set. So, and those one here on the edge of the corners is for her A7 stamp set because they fit. If I grab just one stamp set quickly to show you. So you
Oh,
can
that's a good
store
idea.
them, so you can store all your stamp sets, and in the middle you can also fit the A6 one because it's wider and larger in the middle.
Doesn't that look amazing with the characters going all the way around?
Let me just
Absolutely
put
love that.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
That's
trying to.
fabulous, isn't it? And here we go, just turning that around. Love that.
So you can have that nice on your stamp on your
yeah.
desk. Sorry, you have one for your stamps, one for stencils, and also you can have one for your all brushes and pens and everything. They look amazing on your desk all
Yeah,
together.
they do. Now, if I wanted to make and sell these,
You can.
wow. There you go. 721237 is your item number if you want to get those. Remember, all of them together, £34.95, 21 stamps in total. Right, we've got another set for you and some more samples to show you. And this is also by Janet as well,
Janet
same
Klein,
artist. And this gives you a chance to make the ordinary look extraordinary. So let's say you buy a bag like this, and it's a nice bag and you're going to use it. Now make it quite extraordinary with the artwork. Love that.
Yeah. So this sample is here created by Debbie Martin, and she's the queen of fabric. I keep saying this, but she's really good at using stamps and stencils on fabric and on making cases, bags, and pillows, and all sorts of things she's been doing in the past. And so it shows how versatile the stamps are, and they can be used in any kind of project, whatever you want to create with them. They would do a great job.
You could even have your matching tag on there, even if you wanted to sell this, for example. There's your matching tag. Some really cute,
and then a
fun
small box to put
characters.
your coins or
Yes,
your change inside.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And if you're reading a book or something like that, that can go in your bag. How about having something to make your bag smell nice with some lavender inside? Isn't that lovely? Or a pincushion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And this one hanging if you want with your keyring in or something.
Oh, that's gorgeous. How about some tags? We've got lots of ideas for you, and I'm sure you're going to have lots of inspiration when you get these home and start playing with them. Great characters. Build a storybook with them in. 2 payments of £24.47, and half the stock has gone. Oh my goodness. 900-798 is your item number. Isn't that fantastic? Love that. And these are all together available in this bundle, but they're not available separately anymore. They all sold out separately.
Oh.
Right, shall we move on to the boys? Let's do
let's
it.
move to
Let's
the
do
boys.
it. I love this. I really do, because we've got something for everybody. If you are going for more than one collection, by the way, you can open up a flexi buy and split the cost into 2. And we've got some fun samples to show you here. But look at the little doggy as well. So your cards for your brothers, for your dad, or just cards for someone that just loves these particular images. Now, stock-wise, nearly 60% of the stock has gone. And I'm sure, I know you've got everything on one particular stamp set, but if you wanted to mix and match your images, you could do.
You can mix and match the stamp set, as you just said. They work beautifully together. They work beautifully as they are in one stamp set as well. You have all what you need to create finished samples. As we said, I'm not going to repeat. From cards maker, mixed media, and mini album, you can create whatever you want to create with them.
Do you know what? Just that stamp on that white space, doesn't that look fabulous?
Yeah, yeah.
It really does.
Actually, if you add just maybe a centimetre, it can be a finished card, and you can offer it to someone.
And it's done.
Yeah.
I
Even
love
this
that.
one, to be fair.
Do you know what? Yeah. Oh, how about playing Snap? You could make different cards, can't you, with all the different images, and you could have a game of Snap.
That's the naughty one.
Yeah. Oh,
Trying to say no, didn't do
very, very naughty. Very Oh, that's the cute one. That's the cute one. Didn't really do it. Gets away with it. And there's me.
This one. Not me. Don't know anything. I was not here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get involved.
Or sneaking through the corridor.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, sneaky
open that
cheeky.
fridge and take that. Mummy said, don't eat that one. She's sleeping.
Oh, but I'm going in. 310111 is your item number. 20 stamps in total. They're fabulous, aren't they? And with Father's Day coming up, maybe you've got some birthdays to make to batch make with these. I think they'll be absolutely incredible. Now, only the fish and the one with the ball are available individually. The rest, of course, have gone and sold out. So the only way to get to all of these lovely, fabulous deals is in this bundle. Can I show this sample?
Yeah.
Just one more sample. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. My neighbour's getting a new little chihuahua tomorrow. Yeah, this would be a lovely card for them. Oh, I'm just so excited. They only told me today. I didn't even know they were expecting, but there you go.
Their fault.
Yeah, that's it. Right, let's move on because we've got some houses and hats. And you might think, oh, what a peculiar combination. But you know what? These work so well because these will work with the stamps you've got already, with the boys and the girls. And you could always use
also the first,
yes, and also the first set. But you could also be inspired to add doodle drawings to this. So maybe you want to put together a village and you want to add some of the stamps or maybe some of your doodle drawings to create. This is going to inspire you to do just that. Each building can be completely different because you can make it so you can make a whole town, a whole village. You can have the different characters in there as well. And with the different hats, you can make the characters look different each and every time. Or if you wanted to use the hats on their own, and then you continue drawing, it might give you inspiration as well.
You can. And you have this nice box by Janet Klein. She did also. So if you want to store your stuff, you have a nice box. But sorry, just Debbie Martin before messaged me regarding those two. We showed those two samples before, but we forgot to open them because they're an amazing work inside she did. That's the pink one, that's the girl one. So all the characters that we have in the show today with the different accessories and everything. So sorry Debbie, we didn't mention it before. And the same thing, if you can show that one, you can put maybe at the top. You will see the boys now with all the different accessories as well, and they can.
Oh, look at that! That's amazing. That is so cool. That is so cool. And there we are using those hats. Isn't that brilliant? I love that. Really, really do. Fantastic. You could be making this as well when you get
Debbie
these
Martin
home.
did this samples. It's amazing. A lot of work on it, and but also a great inspiration for anyone to have an idea how you can mix and match all the stems together, add accessories, houses, and building scenes.
I love the artwork because again, just showing you in the most simplistic form with the colouring. Look how cool that sorry, should I say? You know, add a sentiment to this, and even continue your drawing. Let that be the start, you know, and you can make all your little people all seasonal, change their hats, different day, different hat. You know how it goes. Oh, that is the queen hat with the buckle at the side. You could even add things to this, add flowers and feathers. Absolutely beautiful. 266447 is your item number, £23.98. Now let's talk about backgrounds.
Let's talk about backgrounds.
Yeah, these are fantastic these stabs. Nearly 60% of the stock has gone. Ooh. Really like these. What a great set.
Those are. I don't know if you heard this before, telling the story behind these stencils.
Oh, go on.
So those stencils, they all match our those stamps, they all match our stencils. So we have all the stencils that have the same similar designs.
Yes.
And so it all started with this one, the Mini Tribe stamp set. It's my friend Karen told me, Abs, I love your stencils Mini Tribe, but I would love to have it in stamp as well. And then that's how we got the idea of doing matching stamp set in a different size to have a nice contrast, nice nice pattern, nice design. They work beautifully together. So now we have the whole set of seven different background stamps. So we have that one you see the second with the matching stamps and stencils we have in the show as well.
I love these.
Yeah, it's been used here on the card in the background.
Yeah, do you know what's nice about this? Small cards are very, very popular. So you've got your stamps that fit perfectly. Also great for journaling, for your journal pages. But we see these as smaller stamps, but do you know what? You can just keep going and you can make huge patterns, and you've got all these different possibilities to do so as well. It's a great set, it really is. Take advantage of this price. Flexi buy, 2 payments of £24.47. 348854. So do you know what? Buy that bundle and get them all. It's a fantastic deal. It really, really is. Now, the whole complete bundle of everything we've showed you, here we go. £129.80. It works out at £5.84 per stamp. It's per stamp set. Yeah, this is an incredible deal. Saving £32.98 as a Freedom member. We will divide the cost for you. It makes it affordable for you to buy. On 3 flexes, £38.94. That's if you are a Freedom member. But my goodness, if you want that, nearly 60% of the stock has gone. You wait till you see the samples that Abs shows you and the different techniques that you can use, and that really will make your mind up. Right, what are we going to have a look at?
So we're going to have some play now. We did before card, we did A4, we had Leonie, we did many things. So now what I want to do is this triptych. So I have a piece of A4 that I fold in 3 pieces, equally 3 pages. So you can either, sorry.
It's all right.
So you can either do it like kind of opening card that you can open and have a message inside, or you can actually do as a book. And then you can add inside signatures and pages as a mini book to cover. So it's up to you what you want. Now I'm going to decorate that pages inside and outside, and then you can do whatever you want to do to just get the inspiration. So for that, I will not be working straight away on my triptych, on my A4. So I cut 3 pieces that I'll be working on, and then we will stick them. So there we have, and I just cut them 1 millimeter less than from each side.
Is that so you can fold them over?
Exactly, that's one. But secondly, you will have that nice white frame, so it's frame your work, so it will pop even more, and you can see it beautifully.
Yes.
So that's my 3 pieces that I'll be working on. You need 6, because if you want to do both sides, you need 6. I'm going to just work in one side, and then of course you can do the same techniques or something different on the back. Okay, so I started here already. So what I did here is we stamped, me and Leonie, before the houses. We worked on with the, obviously, what is it? Anyway, the house, there you go. Sample. The house stamp set, anyway, is the
house. We'll find it. We'll find it.
There you go.
There you go. It's hiding.
It was hiding under the hats. So I stamped the house here. This is on mask paper, so to mask designs. As you can see, there's nothing underneath.
I thought they looked good as they are.
Yeah, so now I just put it here to see where I'm going to stamp them. But now I'm going to stamp these now, and then mask them with the houses. Well, actually, what I can do is stamp them later. Do my background and have that nice one.
Yeah.
Let me do that. Put them back.
You know exactly where they're going because you've got your masks on.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to play then because I've got. This is from Leonie, isn't it?
Yeah. She left me now for the last show.
Oh.
No, I'm joking.
She's gone out with Dave.
Yeah.
Who is her dog?
Yeah, who's
Dave
her dog?
Dave is lovely. I love Dave.
Okay, so that's the last one. She'll be back with me tomorrow. It's 8 a.m. and midday. Are you doing the shows with us tomorrow?
No, I'll be watching you.
Oh,
at home.
good. Yeah, she'll be watching us. So this is what I did here. So I'll be working with the stencils and stamps, doing different techniques like I did before. I'm going to put those aside now.
Okay.
Just here, I'm going to grab my jelly plate. So jelly plate here, I didn't clean it from before when I did one of the prints with the stencil that is on the show today. Is the large totally dotty stencils that will match the small A7 which is here.
That's right. I thought I recognised it. There you go. So the stamp set that we've got, can you see that? that stamp will match, yes, where it came from. Love that.
To be a nice contrast also to show
Yeah.
between the size, but also positive and negative. So I'm
Okay.
not going to clean my jewellery plate. I'll leave it here. I'm just going to add something very, very light this time because I really don't want to get too busy because I want to do something different on the background. So I'm going to come back like I did before, a very thin layer of paint.
Now, the dotted stamp is... Oh, sorry, we're talking about the stencils. That's right, beg your pardon. The stencils, we've got the details on the screen at the moment. It's not available individually. It's in a set of 3. Well worth it, £21.97. Everything is on extended delivery. When are we dispatching? Is it on the 4th of March? Not long to wait. I can't believe we're almost nearly in March.
Yeah,
Where
it's
does
in
it
10
go?
days or
Yeah.
less actually. Well, 10
It's my
days.
birthday
yeah.
month.
Well, not even 10 days because it's 28 days this month or 29th
29
February.
is leap year.
29th, yeah. So where did the thin layer of paint here blue? I'm gonna grab one of my stencils. That stencil also in the shirt. I think it's the same bundle as this one if I'm not wrong. Or the second bundle we have too. And what I'm gonna do is this bit there, I'm gonna use another stencil that I just put here a few minutes ago. Yeah, there you go. Just a pen. So I'm putting my 2 stencils here.
Yes.
And then take off all that excess of paint. Should have done it quickly before paint dries because I have only thin layer.
Yep.
Give it a good rub because it's very intricate stencil. There's so many small details. So just give it a good rub to make sure I got the paint between all those patterns.
And this is going onto your gel plate.
Yeah,
Oh, excuse me.
I'm using the jelly plate here. I think it should be fine. Yeah, fine. And then if you see some places like it didn't have goods, you can still press here and just to make sure I'm taking all that excess of paint. Yeah, can you see now all
Okay.
those patterns? Yeah. And then
Can't wait to see
quickly,
this.
yeah, quickly add another layer.
Yep. And what you're putting on there, is that paint?
Yeah, that's acrylic paint, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I put too much now, let me just spread it a little bit. I didn't want the whole layer, but we'll see.
Oh,
what we
hello
have.
to you if you're watching us on Facebook Live. Great to have your company. Any questions, by the way? We've got Abs here for the whole hour.
Hello.
It is studio@hochanda.com.
Yeah, another very thin layer. And let me do my prints now. Oh,
Can't wait to see how this turns out.
not pressing that much here on the corner because I don't want to have a straight line, but I think it's too limited. Damn it.
Yep. Things keep falling around us.
Case is open.
I'm not touching anything. Apart from these sweets next to me, I might touch these.
Yeah, go for it.
There's a whistle sweet in there. Oh, I used to love whistle sweets. Oh, it's more like a kettle boiling.
And it didn't work because it was too dry. I left it
Okay.
to dry quickly. Can you see? We
Right.
only have some pattern, but it's not a mist. It's not a mist. So what we would do is when you have this, like I did now here, not dry. So I'm gonna just put those quickly back, and then all this paint that is here, we're not gonna lose it because we will add another layer of
Yeah.
paint. To be fair, I like how this one is tiny. So that print, I'm going to do it on another piece of paper.
Okay.
So I really like how this one came out. So what I'm going to do now is just...
I like the patterns on there.
Yeah, I do like it actually.
It's
I
like
want
a
it a little
forest
bit more,
behind.
but actually I will leave it as it is, and then I will add more with other paints, with other techniques. But now...
Now, if you're going for that complete collection of stamps, it's a great deal. If it is in your basket, here's a word to the wise. Be a good idea to check out your baskets. If you leave them in for 10 minutes or more, sometimes they can come out. And I know that what happens is you get them in your basket and then you turn to the TV and you watch these great demonstrations. So it is a good idea, if it is in your basket, to check out, or add anything else if you want to, because then you can divide the cost of that. So the stencils would be $7.32 because you can divide the cost into 3. That'll be your price on your first flexi.
Yeah, that is fine. You see, nothing missed.
There you go.
And
Look
I
at
got
that.
now all that. The bit that we missed here, I got another print.
Yeah.
And that is a nice actually print to use.
That's lovely.
I'm gonna use it later on. Put my jelly plate aside. That's a nice one actually. I
Yeah.
already have an idea how to use that one.
Have you?
Yep. So let me just put that one straight again, because it was stuck to the jelly plate, so that's why we don't have it straight. This one. Nice, 2. That's perfect.
Do any of these look like the house you live in, Abs?
None of them. What about you?
Sort of, actually. Sort of. I like the look of them.
None
I
of
like the
them.
one with the window in the middle. It's very Parisian.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use my large stamp set here. I'll be mixing now. So what I'm gonna do, again, not the whole stencils because I don't want to fill the whole background. So I'm just going a few bits here. I'm using the green and a little bit of yellow on one side, not on both sides. Just on one side. So I like when I do the print, work in series, and then you have that continuity and that nice ombre. So
Yep.
just spray some water.
Sorry. That's it. That's all I got. Oh,
That's
dear.
it. So actually, before doing the stamp, I just need to make sure I have no water on the edges because I don't want to have straight lines and straight
Okay.
lines on my background. Okay, so let me put that one here, and then I'm gonna make sure all this paper will
Now, with your
absorb it.
stencils, Abs, I know you've got lots of different colours on there now from
Yeah.
perhaps previous projects. Do you clean your stencils?
I
do you,
don't
or
clean
do
my
you have
stencils.
to? Do you think it's a good idea, or?
Well, yes and no. Me, I don't clean that because there's different colours are acrylic paints, and acrylic paints, once they dry, they will
Yeah.
not. Even if you put water, you put whatever you want, they will never move because once it's dry, it's kind of plastic.
Yes.
It's good to clean them from time to time because they take some thickness, and if you have small details, you may lose the hole will be blocked and stuff like this. So it's good to clean it from time to time. But for me, the way I use them, I never clean my stencils. And if they something that are that thick, then I have to because they're that thick. But usually I don't clean them, and unless if I use something like react later on with watercolor, then I give it a quick rub just to make sure that I have that layer of that whatever I use, watercolor paint or.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks great.
So now I have here my. Here's the Totally Totti. I have this here to dry quickly. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab some stamps and I'm gonna do the same kind of designs, add in all those stamps with it to have nice contrast.
Yes.
I'm
now,
trying to stick. Oh, sorry, go on.
no, you go ahead.
Yeah, I just try to stick to the same colors to have the same kind of continuity of colors and designs, and then I will leave all the colors later on when I take off the mask and stamp the houses, so I can add the colors.
So the stamps we're using are from the set, so you're going to go along the same lines as the stencils with the round dots, so that's a good idea just to keep that continuity running through. The stamp set's fabulous, it really is, if you want to go for those. They are background stamps and nearly 2/3 of the stock has gone. You're getting 7 in that deal. Oh, they look great. Have a look at them here. You've got all these different designs to work with. They're a great size because you can use them for your cards. They're concise, they're crisp, they're clean, but you can use them on repeat, so you can make larger images if you want to. You can mix and match them as well because they're on the there you go, the clear polymer, you can just bend them if you want to. You don't have to use the whole of the stamp. They've sold out individually, apart from 2 of them, the tribal and the pom-pom flower. They are available individually, but the best way to buy them, of course, is on FlexiBuy. £24.47 today. We'll send everything out to you. And then another payment of £24.47, 348854. Now, are they on extended delivery or dispatching? Wow, they're not on extended, so that is a great deal. If you want to go for those, yeah, only the stencils, so that's good news. Remember, we've had Abs here all day, absolutely adoring Abs all day. We've had, what, 25 sellouts? 25 sellouts. Wow. We've got 2 lovely cards to show you here because these have been made with those background stamps, as you can see just there. So it really does add that extra detail, doesn't it? Perfect. Thanks, Mum. I love this.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, Corey did that one, and it's very nice to show all these different background stamps background, but they work very well with the rest of the product on the show.
Doesn't it look fantastic? And I know that, you know, Abs has a design team working for him, and they come up with some great compositions and ideas, but you will be able to... Working with?
Me. Not for me, it's better.
Didn't I say for you?
Oh,
working with. Working for, working with. I did say for. Sorry.
Because they're my
working
colleagues,
with.
and we work together as a team.
That's right. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Just
pop that there.
So, okay. The red card.
I got a red card. Sorry, working with, not for. I didn't mean to say for, I meant with. Can't remember what I was going to say now, but anyway. What I meant was you'd be able to create some amazing inspiration.
If you can see what I'm doing here, so I'm stamping now with the where is it? With the reverse dot stamp set. Can you see the dots here? They match very well with the rest of the with the rest of the designs on the stencils, the pattern on the stencils. That's what I meant to do. To say, and I'm gonna add actually this one, but I'm looking for the mini tribe as well because I like that stamp set. If you can see this one, if you sew it anywhere.
Oh, you want me now, do you? Right. Okay. Which one? Which one?
I just used it a few minutes ago. It's this one. If you can see it.
The tribal one.
In the meantime, I'll be using this one because I want to use this one to go with the houses. So I'm taking the.
I feel pressure now.
Pressure? No pressure. Don't worry.
No, that's no. We've got another. We've got a clean one here for you if you want to use that one.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I don't know where yours is gone.
So I'm going to use this one because I want kind of a bit of houses in here, and I'm going to put one in the other side. So I'm going to go with. Mix a little bit the colors. So I'll put the green here, and then a little bit of brown for contrast, and also to get some, not that much, but I just want to make sure I take off the ink from the second line because I want just one at a time. Yeah.
Oh.
That one, and I'm going to do the rest in here.
It's like a bit of foliage behind the houses.
Yeah, and whatever is left, I'm not going to
You can use these with the stamping platform as well,
yeah,
can't
you can. You
different
can.
ways of using your stamps.
So whatever is left here, just spray some water because I don't want to waste any ink or anything. I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna have, but it doesn't matter. It's just to have some nice. You see it a little bit, not that much, but yeah, I know I like the contrast.
Now these background stamps are approaching 70% of the stock. Remember, we've had, I can't believe, 25 sellouts throughout the shows today, and this one is heading in that direction. The bottom of the screen, the details for your background stamps. But if you want to go for the whole complete stamp set that we've got for you on the show, very, very popular, 3 payments of £38.94. Those are your details at the side of the screen, 056047. And Freedom members, you get that extra discount.
Okay, now I'm using all these small girls and boys. They have small details, as we said,
Yeah.
the accessories, flowers, everything. So I'm taking some of them. I'm gonna stamp them with the black if I can find my ink.
I've got your
pads.
tribal one. Did you want that?
Oh yeah, in a second.
Okay,
Thank
sorry.
you. Yeah, that's the
I'll
black
keep it
one.
safe. You got it.
Yeah, that is the black one. Because I'm masking all my houses, so I can stamp whatever
Oh,
I
yeah.
want. Yeah, so don't have to worry about.
Do you? Here's a question. So you're making the backgrounds now. You're going to take the masks off, and then you're going to put the houses on.
Yeah.
Is there any rule of thumb to do this?
I don't
That's
do.
better.
I don't follow rules anyway.
It doesn't really matter, does
It
it? Either
doesn't
way.
matter. Yeah, just go with the flow, and as long as you know what you're doing, but use certain basic rules. Don't have any example on top of my head, but I would think of once. But usually, it's fine. You can do the background first and then stamp,
Yeah.
or you can stamp and then create the background. Doesn't matter. So okay. So that's, let's see what we have so far. Did I stamp everything? Yeah, I just want to add the housing one in those. Let me do that one here. Okay, so that one, the last one, we just need to add some details to go with which, or we can do grass now.
Now, this is the beauty of
From
buying
the
all the stamp
boys.
sets together, is that you can mix and match them. They just, the scenes, the villages, all the different elements that you want to build up, you can, because they work so perfectly.
And now I'm taking the grass from one of the boys' stamp sets.
They are cute.
Okay, so let's take the. We not see anything now because it's into the houses.
I've got them here for you.
Yet. Oh, thank you.
Courtesy in. Please say I've got them for you.
You're gonna make me feel bad now.
No, no,
Yes.
no, not at all, not at all.
I didn't mean to correct you. I just meant I thought you wanted
No,
to say
you are right to
working for
correct
me.
me.
I said no. I don't like sounds like
I
they're
know.
my employees or something like this. No, they just work with me.
You
though.
know, Abs, when it gets to this time of night, I don't know what I'm saying. I really don't. I have no idea what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's in the
Oh.
first house.
Look at that.
People would think like, why did he mask that first if he didn't stamp the house? I just masked it. Don't have the print
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
jelly plate and from the stems and others. And actually, I was about to start with stamping, and it's like,
works
oh,
really
actually, I
well.
can do it the other way around as well.
Love that. Are you? Will you colour the houses in, or will you keep them white? Because they look pretty cool white.
I'm
don't
gonna
they?
colour all the rest and leave them white. Actually,
Yeah, yeah. I think that will look great. And I love the different designs that you've got in the houses as well, and the fact that when you do use these, you could even mask off part of the houses. So then you could build and make and create a whole village, and that all the houses will look completely different, which will look fabulous.
Yeah. So I'm gonna what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna colour them. I'm gonna just colour the rest of the designs on each page. But what I'm gonna do is later on I'm gonna stamp inside the house, like the roof, to give it, instead of colour, but give it more kind of texture
Aye.
and pattern. And so that one that you have in your hand will be used a lot for. Thank you, Janice.
Yes, that one will be used. That's a really good idea.
Yes, I'm bringing that one back
Very
so I can
good.
do the second house next to it. I think it was this one.
Now I'm going to be interested to see how you do that, because are you going to use a masking technique?
So what I did is I stamped the first house and I just mask it, so when I stamp the second one I will not overlap my stamping. Oops.
And then when you want to put this onto your roof, are you going to mask the
No,
rest
I
of
don't have to, because I don't want something perfect. I just want to give it like kind of some color and some pattern and look like more dimensional. So that's what I did. And now when I take it,
Oh, look at that.
it looks perfect.
I love that, the two together.
It looks perfect now. Okay, so now we're gonna do some. Yeah, if you can have that
Do you
one
want
now. Can't believe I lost mine. Oh.
I don't know where. I heard a few things drop on the floor. Maybe Leonie's got it in a trolley somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll find it for you. I'm good at finding things.
So yeah, I put some color here on my tribe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go. Just put a few details in here.
And you're not too worried about getting them in between the lines because you want that quirky
No,
finish.
that's fine. Yeah. Because I will show you what I'm going to do in seconds. You could just have an idea. Just the house here. And then I just did one house to show you. Take my watercolor brush. Just go around. Because it's distress oxide, so it will move a little bit.
Oh, I love that. So you're still drawing out the colour, but it still leaves you with that kind of texture.
Yeah. I lost a little bit of the pattern now, but I can do it quickly. Once. Okay, let me do it. So I have more control if I'm going to try it. Not yet.
Oh, that's good.
Because watercolor, you can get rid of those there.
Love that. Great thing about these stamps as well, if you wanted to add any doodling to them, you've got that capability because it's that kind of style, which is lovely. So you can really build up. You don't need to be precise with the colouring. It's a quirky style.
This one you can either leave it or you can easily get rid of it.
Now, we've had a question from Michelle. Thanks
Michelle.
for emailing in, Michelle. Hello.
Hi, Michelle.
Now, Abs, what products do you recommend for masking your stamps off? You know the technique you used to
be
create the
fair,
background?
that paper is from Leonie, and I think it's here somewhere if it has a print, but I'm not sure. It's Leonie's masking.
Yes.
It's this brown piece of paper. We just had it here before, if there are any left.
Some people use post-it notes, don't they?
Yeah, you can do post-it note as well because it's sticky on one side and then you can hold it there. But I know that there's specific product for that. There's specific masking paper, but I'm the wrong person, to be fair, to tell you which one to recommend because I always grab whatever I found in front of me or next to me. That's it. So now what we can do here, we have a load of these lovely, beautiful people.
Oh, you're going to add those?
Yeah, we're going to add this. We're going to also add maybe some of the house in 3D. Did I stamp this one? Yeah, here. So I'm going to take this one.
The girls that we're using here are from the house. With the adventurer. There you go. That's on your screen right now.
Yeah,
£48.93.
Yeah, it's a bundle of 7 stamp sets.
Yes, and if you've got 35 stamps in total in that, all by Janet Klein as well. £24.47. Here they are. Here's the girls. Oh, I love these. Again, you can mix and match all your images, or one stamp set will be that complete collection for your card or your artwork. But again, do be adventurous and as it says, mix and match. Then we've got the boys. Bring on the boys. Here they are. There you go. Look at that. Cheeky. Cheeky. What are they getting up to? Probably up to no good. £27.96. 20 stamps in total. So you've got all things good. Play ball, go fish, and oh boy, 20 stamps in total. That is also part of the larger bundle as well. That looks good.
It has a nice texture. So
which one did you use for that one?
I've used this one.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Side. Yeah, you can see that stamp set here. I'm going to do the same thing quickly with that one.
Now that is available in the background bundle. It's not available individually. Really like that one, Abs.
Yeah, I sorted that before individually. So what I'm doing is stamping, put some ink, and then stamping it here. and then quickly with some water brush, sorry.
Ah.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to do it many times, otherwise I will
Like that?
just I will just lose the pattern of the because here was too red, so I was thinking to put one here.
Oh.
Pretty there. I'm gonna add this one here.
These would look really nice as well, as like a little piece of bunting.
Oh yeah.
All the little houses all in a row. That'd be if someone's just bought a new house or they're moving into a new home. Can you imagine making them all bunting using these houses? That would look really cool.
Okay, so let me see what else I prepared before for this to go with. So we have this. We have. Add this one here. We can add the other girl. Yeah, here. Then I will go on her, and then the last one here. And
Now we've
quickly,
had lots of people commenting in our Facebook group, Abs, and they're saying what a lovely gentleman you are.
Oh, thanks.
And lots of them met you at the NEC.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've been NEC, been Stevenage, I've been all the shows that Hochanda did, and all
Yes.
those craft shows around the country, and been teaching in many places as well. So
Oh.
I'm pleased to see. And I love, to be fair, I love meeting new people each time and spending some time with them. And
Well, we've got the NEC show coming up in March, and we've got tickets available for that. If you want to go, are you coming to that?
I'll be visiting, yeah. I'm
Yes.
coming for a day or two, I'm not sure. I'm going with my friend Beverly. Tracy Evans will be there
Yes.
on the show, so
Oh,
we're going to visit
fantastic.
her. And yeah, I'm definitely going there. I think we're going Saturday and Sunday. I'm not wrong. I think Saturday, yeah, definitely Saturday.
I'm there Sunday. Tickets, if you want them, bottom of the screen, and the show is from the 19th to the 22nd, which is in a month's time, isn't it? So if you want to go for a single one-day ticket, £10. But it's a great fun show.
So yeah, I'm just adding the colour now before putting
Yeah.
the girls and all the.
Oh.
What's it? That. Okay. Okay, let me move those aside. Don't get them dirty. And then I'm gonna take my the pen that I lost before. That's actually there's another one here. Just not really frame it 100%, but just add some kind of fake stitches.
I love it when you do this. It just adds that added little detail, doesn't it?
I'm gonna stop here because I want to add also the ones with stamp sets, because I like when I have different like different designs, different pattern all mixed up together. I don't want to have the same thing all over. So I'm gonna have this one. This one is from the stamp sets. I forgot her name. I think it's the Adventurer, or is it the?
I think it is from the Adventurer.
Yeah, this is definitely from that bundle. I was looking just for the name of the
The
stamp
heart
set
that
itself.
gives
Yeah.
gather. I wonder if we've got the stamp set there. So we've got the name of that particular set with the arrows. The little girl with the arrows. The Giving Heart.
Oh, the Giving
The
Heart.
Giving Heart. She got the little heart at the bottom. There you go. Sold out individually, but is available in that bundle. Or in the big bundle, of course. That's so cute.
I'm liking this kind of frames that I added here. So this one is here. And then I had the other one that I...
And again, this is showing how we can mix and match all the stamps up. Take one element from one stamp, one element from another, and you're just placing them in. And I think that's what's lovely when you have all the stamps in front of you as well when you're making. You've got something for every occasion.
Yeah, okay, I'm just going to do this one now, but stamp it differently. I create my border. That's a nice border here.
Again, a small stamp, but you're extending it. So again, the possibilities are endless, making that border. Maybe that's something perhaps you've not thought about doing before, but here's your chance with all the different stamps that you've got. I do like doodles.
I do like doodles too.
Yeah. And sometimes you don't have confidence to just do it freehand yourself, do you? So it's nice to have the stamps to help.
It's kind of framing these three pieces together. Okay, and then what I can do is just get quickly some colors. Ink in the edges.
Oh, are you going to do a workshop with Leonie in Paris?
Yeah, we're going
Wow.
end of April. It's Paris. Me, Leonie and Tracy Evans.
How fantastic.
With the Orange Create team, we'll be there as well. We're doing the show is the biggest craft show in Europe, actually, not only in
Really?
Paris. Yeah, it's the biggest in Europe. It's end of April. We're doing workshops, demos. There will be the stand there. We have a lot of fun for over 3 days.
Oh, I bet you do. How amazing.
Yeah. Do you wanna come?
I'd love to come. Do you know something? I've never been to Paris.
Oh, I just arrived last night. I was there.
I have never ever been to Paris. So I don't know why. I've been to Rome, been to lots and lots of cities and lots of places all over the world. Never been to Paris.
Maybe soon.
Yeah. I need someone to show me around. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Let me know if I'm there, or I'll take you with me next time.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so where are my houses? This one here. Oh, this one I think I'm going to keep it as it is and add that one next to it. That one here. I like when they go a little bit.
Will you have to
outer.
cut that one though, Abs? Because it goes. Are you putting that on your?
Yeah,
your
and then I will cut
trifold?
it later on.
Yeah.
When I stick it, I will cut that bit because otherwise it will not fit unless
Yes.
I put in the cover in the
Yes,
first one, so
got
it
you.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And this one, I think I'm just going to put it here. Yeah, this one I like it as it is. Okay, let's go for some sentiments now. What does that one say? You have been my friend. Is that one? I like the
Oh, I
sentiments
like
in there.
this. Yeah, let me just pick this up and get a piece of card to show you this one. As we're using these, this one says, "You have been my friend, and that in itself is a tremendous thing." And that is from The Adventurer. Isn't that lovely? It's really important to be someone's friend because sometimes that's all we're left with in life. So it's really important
Yeah.
to make your friends and keep your friends. And be nice to your friends.
Be kind. Do you mind if you put that one back? Do you mind?
Yes, that one goes on here, doesn't it? Did I tell you my friends again? A chihuahua? I'm only kidding. I keep telling that story. I'm just so excited.
I don't know this story.
My neighbours are getting a new chihuahua tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah, I'm going to be an
tomorrow.
auntie again.
Oh, yeah. So this sentiment is perfect to go with this page because I don't want to carry the house. I want to keep it simple.
Yeah. Keep it simple but significant.
Yeah. And then I'm
Is that
gonna...
a hidden message to me then?
No.
That's my feedback for the month.
Do you know what's that last sentiment that we just used? Yeah, there you go.
You
Sorry.
got it. I've put that back together, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
okay, brilliant.
And again, yes, that is a good point actually about this stamp set, is that on the acetate, when you peel them off, she says, you've got like the indexing. So you know exactly where to put them back, and then you can store them. You're never going to lose them, which is great. And you'll always know if there's a piece missing and you can look for it and just place it back. So that is fantastic. Love that. It's the little things.
It's the little things. Okay, so let me add, I had this one actually here before. Can you add it
Oh,
somewhere?
look at that.
Maybe the back here. Looks like it's far away.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do it here. I know it looks a little bit far.
No, I like that.
Yeah, we said that one here. That one here.
Yeah, that's nice. You're going to keep that white as well to match that. That looks good.
I'm going to keep that one white, but I need just to add a little bit of colour for this one. Before that, I need to ground them.
Oh, yeah. We've got about 5 minutes left on the show, so please make your choices as to what you want. Make sure you do check out your baskets and get ahead of everyone tomorrow, because ABS will be back at 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. tomorrow, and these shows get repeated overnight, and there's lots of people coming in at different times of the night, maybe shift work, or maybe people waking up, can't sleep.
Maybe from the US.
Yeah, people from the US, people from Europe as well, all over the place, just coming in at different times, turning on the television, turning on the laptops, computers or smartphones, and yes, we do continue to sell overnight, and because we've had 25 sellouts today, that could continue into the night. So just to give you a heads up, really, if it is something you've been wanting and you're thinking, shall I go for it, shall I not, the complete collection is approaching 60% of the stock gone, just to let you know. Remember, if you're a Freedom member, there is discount as a Freedom member. You're saving £32.98. That is a huge saving.
Yeah, so I did this one, and then I just forgot to put that one, and then I need to ground it as well, so we look more it's just to ground that one, so I know where I'm grounding it. I think I need to start sticking them soon.
Okay. Do you want some glue?
Yeah, I
That
have
glue.
mine.
Got
Sorry?
some that glue?
No, I have a glue here.
Oh, okay.
That's not glue. Is that a glue?
Is it?
So that's
PVA
Leonie's.
glue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's Leonie's. Sorry, I didn't know that's glue. Okay, so this one.
That's nice. Could you use some foam pads to lift them up if you wanted
can.
to?
Yeah, 3D effects, nice as well.
Do like these. So using your stamps, using the stencils, we used a jelly plate in this, and we've mixed and matched the stamp sets because lots of people have been going for the complete collection. So we wanted to give you a bit of inspiration. So we've used the ones from the girls, we've used the houses, the backgrounds, and the boys as well. The whole lot, really.
I think the boy, I need to give him a little bit of colour.
Okay.
Just the boy, not the house.
Yeah.
In here.
Looks happy. He's either bought a new house or he's just moved in with his mum and dad.
Or moved out and is happy. That was me when I moved out.
You when you moved out, were you happy?
I was very happy, not because I was not happy
Yes.
with my parents, but since I was a kid, I always wanted to live by myself.
Really?
I always wanted to take responsibility and don't be
Aw.
dependent on anyone, and they always wanted that. So
How old were you when you left home?
16.
16.
Yeah. And since then, never come back.
Oh, you've been back to visit though, haven't you?
Yeah, no, I go almost. Yeah, no.
I was a bit worried
love
then. I
my
thought
parents
left when
and
you
I
were
love my
16, never
family,
went
no.
back. Oh, I bet they love it when you come home to visit them.
Yeah, so I'm doing here just a bit of stamping, just to add some textures. And what I wanted to do, just a little tea to just think plastic green.
Isn't it great though how you can build up these images, and like Abs will look at them and think, do you know what, I want to add something. So what you have in your mind to start with, it can change along the journey, and that journey could just keep going because you keep looking at it and think, oh yeah, I want to add some more to that, or I want to stamp a bit more, a little bit of a background. And again, having all the stamps with you allows you to do that.
Yeah, that flexibility and
Yeah.
that mixing, and I'm loving those circles.
Just adding up to those backgrounds. Now we've only got a minute left on this show. Catherine's
Minute.
coming up next with Emma and the Cricut show. Abs
Want to
will
show
be
them?
back
Do we have
tomorrow.
The,
What do you
another
want?
thing that disappeared. There you go. No, it
Okay.
didn't disappear this time. So yeah, what I was talking about, this one to cut. If you put it in the front, it's
Yes.
fine. As you
Yes.
can see here.
Yes, because you've got that
fine.
extra room.
But if you put, or the last one maybe. No, but
Yeah.
this one you open it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine as well. Just make sure if you put here to cut that bit here.
Okay.
So this is what you can have is, you choose which one you want to have in the front. And then when you open it, you can use this one, for example, here
Oh,
with that white frame. that one here. But as you can see here, I mainly focus on stamping and stenciling.
Yes.
But I would go with coloring some details like here, and adding, for example, here kind of sand color, adding more colors, adding more textures, and adding more stenciling near here, so to have a nice.
I love that. Love that, and I love you. You'll be back tomorrow.
8 a.m. and midday.
There you go. You stay where you are. Right, coming up next, Be Your Creative Best with Cricut. That's Catherine and Emma. Crafting with Clarity One Day Special after that with Catherine. And then Let Leonie Loose Special with Abs and not Catherine.
Hi, I'm Gina Barrett from Gina B Silkworks. We're a family company specialising in traditional crafts for the modern maker. Most of our products involve textiles and age-old techniques, from button making, lace making, weaving, and other forms of passementerie. I hope you'll be able to tune in to the Gina B Silkworks shows here on Hochanda.
Would you like to improve your crafting techniques by watching and crafting along with your favourite Hochanda guest demonstrators, or from the comfort of your own home? If the answer is yes, then we are excited to invite you to Craft Along, where you, our presenters and guests, will create an amazing array of projects throughout the year. Each month we will be bringing you a brand new kit that you can purchase on the day of each show. Or if you pre-order your kit, you will receive £5 off a purchase of £20 or more of any additional products featured within our Craft Along brand shop that month. So tune in, be inspired and create with Craft Along, your monthly crafting workshop.
Hi, I'm Lou from Studio Light. Studio Light has been around for about 40 years now. They're based in the Netherlands. It's a family-run business with a great heritage. The products that Studio Light bring us are very diverse, fantastic dyes, great papers, but all round on trend. Over the 40 years, Studio Light have evolved. They listen to me, the demonstrator, and you, the customers, and really take our ideas on board. On the Hochanda shows, we'll share with you the diverse techniques and products will inspire you to produce your own individual pieces of artwork. So make sure you don't miss the Studio Light shows on Hochanda.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, we're seeing the Cricut in action here. Look at this. Look at this now. Our floor manager, Kirsty, set that in motion. She's so proud of herself as well. Now, we have got a lovely hour ahead. This is the second hour for Cricut today. And, of course, we can see the machine in use there. Now, the price that you're seeing on the screen will be going up at midnight. The price only applies for 24 hours. This is for today only. Yes, that price will be going back up. Maybe you've been sitting on the fence a little bit. Maybe you need a little bit more information. Then we're hopefully going to give you that during this hour, and we'll go through all of the features and the offers that we've got for you as well. Now, I have no idea what that machine's cutting, but we will find out very, very soon, of course. Oh, and it's lovely to say hello to Emma. Good evening, Emma.
Yeah, good evening.
First time we've worked together.
It is, yeah. Which is exciting.
I'm looking forward to this. We've had great shows again today. Now, what are we cutting on there?
We are currently cutting a bit of cardstock in a flower shape, just to see it go, see it happening, really. So we'll go and look at that when we head back over there in a bit, I think.
We certainly will. Now, for anyone that hasn't seen the Cricut machines before, tell us what we've got here then, Emma.
Yeah. So these are digital cutting machines. This is the Cricut Maker. This machine can cut any image that you'd like it to cut out of paper, card, vinyl, iron-on vinyl, any fabric, so your cottons, your denims, your silks, and it can also cut thin wood as well, so your balsa wood and your chipboard, as well as hundreds more fabrics and materials that I haven't mentioned. But yeah, your possibilities are endless with this, so it's going to cover lots of different crafts.
Okay, so how do we get it to cut those patterns then? What, do we have something that we need to plug into it? Can we download things? Can we create our own items?
Yep, so it's free software which you can download right now onto either your smartphone or your tablet, or onto your desktop on your computer. So you can do that right now before you even buy a machine. It's called Cricut Design Space.
Oh, I remember about this now. So if you're ordering, you can be downloading the app now, you can be finding your way around that, and then everything's ready to go when the machine arrives.
Yes,
wonderful,
exactly.
wonderful. Oh, well, we have got an amazing bundle. Let's have a look what we're getting in the show offer itself. So, Emma, obviously, the star of the show has got to be the machine itself, but we are getting accessories as well.
Yes, we are. So this is the Cricut Maker, the ultimate of the Cricut machines. So this is the best machine that Cricut do. But we've also got all lovely bits and pieces to go with it to get you started. So it comes with the 2 mats. These are what hold the material in place when you're cutting. So the blue mat is for your paper, card, vinyl, iron-on, those kind of materials. The pink mat is for any fabrics.
Okay.
So when we load those into the machine. You also get 2 blades with it, the fine point blade, which is in there at the moment, and you also get the rotary blade as well for cutting fabric.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
And you also get a pen.
Lovely.
That you can pop in so the machine can draw for you and write as well.
So will it draw the exact same designs as you can cut?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. You decide whether you want to cut it or draw it. Totally up to you.
Lovely.
Or a bit of both. And then we've got some lovely materials. So we'll start here because these are new materials the first time they've been on Hochanda. So we've got a new colour of permanent vinyl. This is lovely pink tulip colour.
Gorgeous.
We'd use this for putting onto mugs and water bottles, or onto the wall if we fancied. All around the home we can personalise and accessorise.
So with personalising your mugs, you can wash those and that's not going to peel away. Oh, amazing stuff. What else have we got there?
Then we've got this really fancy mosaic vinyl. There's actually quite a few different ones inside this pack, so I'll show you them. I don't know what best to come in there.
There we are, we will find you.
So we've got
all of these in that one tube, those different designs?
So you've got a 12 by 12 sheet of each. So you've got stars, the mosaic
I like that
pink circles. Got purple, I call this the disco ball one. And you've got a plain kind of a pearlised black, a metallic silver, and lovely...
Oh, lovely selection actually in this
so you've
one.
got loads in there, and also that mermaid one as well.
Look at that.
Yeah,
I do like that. Yes, I think that's my favourite as well. And then the other two, what we've got in this one?
These are holographic thread. So again, this is a new new vinyl that we've never had on the show before. And these again come in 3 colours in the pack there. So you've got the blue, the gold, and the pink as well.
They're effective, aren't they?
They're really cool. Yeah.
Wonderful. And what have we got at the other side there, Emma?
Yeah. So we've got faux leather. So in a peacock colour.
Yeah.
So remember the machine can cut, well it can cut all types of leather, but this is a faux leather. So you could be making earrings or little purses, things like that. Then we've got an iron-on selection, foil iron-on here. You've got a couple of colours in there, in fact.
Oh, wonderful.
And then you've got your textured metallic silver vinyl. So this gives a lovely kind of foiled effect.
What a great selection. And do we get these tools as well that are
we
this
do
side?
Indeed, yeah.
Wow, it just goes on and on.
This is the basic tool set. So these are all of the tools you need for cricketing, really. You've got scissors, of course, you've got tweezers, you've got the scraper tool, the spatula, and my personal favourite, the weeding tool, which is the one over your side there that looks a little bit like a scary... Yeah, scary dentist tool.
It does a bit, doesn't it? I've got to admit it does. But very, very useful tool indeed if you're using your Cricut machine, of course, because they're made to go with it. Well, what a fantastic bundle. Just a reminder that the price will go up at midnight. This is a one-day only offer. We can give you all the details again if you like. We can bring the details on the screen, but look at this, 3 payments. If you want to take it over FlexiBuy, £144.31 per payment. Postage and packaging will apply for the first payment. That's if you're not a Freedom member. If you are a Freedom member, of course, then it's free delivery for you. Saving £47 here. What a great starter kit there. 330681 is the item number. Now let's have a look at the details once again and for the features that are available on this particular machine. So of course, as you've heard there, it cuts all sorts of materials, in fact hundreds of materials. You've got an adaptive tool system within it. It cuts hundreds of materials quickly and accurately, from the most delicate fabrics and paper to mat board and leather. Oh, we've got a whole suite of tools for you as well. There's more tools going to be coming out in the future, and you've got that rotary blade with its gliding rolling action. This blade cuts virtually through everything. Look at this, a knife blade as well, the extra deep blade that works. Also the sewing pattern library, so we're not just talking about paper crafters, we are talking about soft crafters as well. Then the washable fabric pen. Eliminate your guesswork. Wow, it just keeps going on, doesn't it? Look at this, simple design apps, which you can download now. Use your own design so you can create your own work, and then thoughtful details such as the docking slot, which holds your tablet or your smartphone. You can charge your device using the USB port. In fact, yes, it just does go on, doesn't it? What an amazing bundle that is. Now, I can tell you that if you don't want all the accessories, if you just want the machine, you can get that as well. The details at the bottom of the screen for the machine on its own, but the value really is in that bundle there because you're saving £47. And it really is. I think, Emma, if you're starting out for the first time, this is the first time, you want the tools, you want the materials, you want to have fun when you get them. You are going to buy them anyway, so why not just go for that full bundle?
Yeah, definitely.
Wonderful. Now we've got more for you as well, because the Easy Press.
Yes.
I have seen this before actually, and this is a really good piece of kit, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. It really solves the problem when you're ironing on any kind of iron-on vinyl design, that it might not stay or you're finding it peels away. This is going to solve that problem for you. So your home iron only heats up to about 1 inch square in the middle, and so you're not entirely sure where that heat is getting on your design, so then you might get a bit of peeling later on. This Easy Press heats up to exactly the same temperature all the way across the plate, and it will stay at that temperature. Oh,
I see. Yes, so it really does make a difference, doesn't it?
Yes, it takes the guesswork away.
And it's just even temperature
heat
all the way across. Lovely.
We can also choose that temperature, so depending on the different type of iron-on that we're using, be it glitter or a foil iron-on or a normal iron-on, they all need a different temperature, and depending on what material we're pressing onto, that will need a different temperature as well. So we can choose that temperature and the time that we're going to press for, and it will keep it at that temperature, and we're good to go. So it's nice and easy.
Wonderful. So if you're doing lots of soft crafting, or maybe you make t-shirts, maybe you've got a hen do or a wedding coming up, you want to personalise things, thinking napkins here, tableware, oh, all sorts of things. Your t-shirts in particular, and your clothing though, just think what you can achieve here. Great price on this one as well. Now, what else have we got here? Because we have got the Easy Press itself. You've got the mat with it as well.
Yeah, which is really important because that's going to protect your surface from getting too hot. So it's going to put all of that heat back up into the project.
Wonderful.
So it's going to protect your surface.
Okay. And then the scraper. How important is this, Emma?
This is a really great tool across all of our cricketing. In fact, it's going to help us with iron-on, making sure it's down on the mat before we cut it. It's also handy for applying normal vinyl onto different places too.
Perfect. And we do get some vinyl for you as well, so different types here as well.
Yeah, we've got the glitter. This is called the Jewel Sampler.
Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they?
So that's got 3 lovely colours in there, your purple, your green and the aqua. I just think they're so sparkly.
They certainly are.
Then we've got an everyday iron-on in the pastel colours. So we've got lilac, blue and the coral in there as well.
Wonderful.
And at the end we've got a whole roll of this beautiful aqua blue colour.
Stunning colour there. And not forgetting, we mustn't forget it, because the bag is also included as well. So you can easily carry this around if you're doing workshops or you want to go to a friend's house or something. But it's going to protect it, isn't it, and keep it all together.
Indeed. And it is heat resistant inside. So we can put this in at its hottest temperature and we're good to go. We're not having to wait for it to cool down or anything like that. We can go straight out the door. So no waiting around when you don't want to.
Can we just have a look at 1 or 2 of the samples at the back of us, actually? Because we have got t-shirts here. I can see you're wearing a gorgeous t-shirt as well. So we're thinking cushions and home decor here, clothing. This is with the Easy Press itself, but of course with the machine, the first bundle we saw, we've talked about the mugs and the paper crafting, all those other things as well. So we've got a whole host of wonderful samples here behind us. Just amazing. Look at the detail there. You wouldn't think that had been achieved at home, would you? You really wouldn't.
That's a cushion cover I made on the show earlier, if you want to go
Did you
back
do
and-
that during the actual show?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just got Janice holding it up at the end, but I didn't realise you'd actually done that in the show. You can get that show actually on Rewind. What time was that, Emma, earlier? 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
4 o'clock. You can get that back as well. Now, oh, look at this. This is using the vinyl from the bundle from the machine itself, the first bundle, so you can see how effective is that? That's one of those new ones, isn't it?
It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah.
Love it.
I love those.
Wow, so there's no end to what you can personalise there and decorate, of course. But back to the Easy Press for now, just for the details again there. £227.93 is the price, but again, that is only applicable until midnight tonight. It carries a saving of £70. That price will go back up at the end of today. Item number 221567. I'm sure if you look on the website as well, you can be reminded of all the different features there for you. Now over to the website, we can see everything, of course. The machine is there. Yes, you can get the machine on its own, but going for that bundle, you're getting all of those wonderful accessories, the tools, you're getting the pen included as well. This is the top machine from Cricut. So if you're going to treat yourself, and you can afford to, treat yourself to the best, of course. We've got more for you as well. We're just having a look here at the Bright Pad show offer. So you've got your Bright Pad pens, your scoring stylus, applicator and remover. You've got your matte and true control kit. I'm sure we'll find out more about that. Again, the price is only applicable for today, £126.94. Look at the saving on that one as well. And using FlexiBuy, of course, you can split the cost on these payments. In fact, anything that you're going for that's already got FlexiBuy on there, of course, any extras you're popping in, you can also spread the cost on as well. But we need to see more of the machine, don't we? We want to see it in action. This is where it really matters. So, Emma, first of all, let's have a look what we were cutting at the start.
Indeed. Let me peel away, do a reveal. So this is just a quite standard cardstock.
Look at that.
A lovely big flower.
Oh, wow.
Peel all the excess away. I always turn the mat over and peel the mat away instead of the material, because else it will curl.
Okay. And if this was really, really sticky and brand new, would the help of a tool be advisable?
Of course,
there?
yeah. Your spatula tool, one of those. So there we go, a beautiful
Look
big
at that.
flower. And that took less than a minute to do.
Wow, and you've got the circle that you can use separately if you want to.
So you can cut huge on this machine, or you can cut teeny tiny. It's totally up to you. But imagine for a party or something where you wanted some lovely spring flowers.
Amazing.
Pop them in the machine.
Now, just one thing to remind everybody of is the dispatch date. A little bit of a wait, 29th of February, that's all. We're almost, it's the 18th today, isn't it? We're nearly through the day as well. Not long to wait at all, but just bear that in mind, of course. Details still on the screen there for the bundle. Don't forget, you are getting 3 payments if you want to take FlexiBuy option. We're going to see more of this wonderful machine. I'm going to let Emma talk us through it.
Yes. So I'm going to cut a vinyl design to pop onto a notebook.
Okay.
And I'm going to use these 3 vinyls. So these are all from that lovely mosaic vinyl set that we have in the Maker Bundle. So I'm going to pop this material onto the mat.
Okay.
With vinyl, we always put the material face up with a standard vinyl. So make sure it's on there.
Okay.
Oh, I've got it stuck on itself, but that's okay.
And that just shows how sticky that mat is.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it in place. There we go. I'm just going to use my brayer tool to just make sure that's all stuck down.
Oh, that's good for getting the bubbles there.
Yeah, get the air bubbles out of the way. I only need a little bit at the top, but I'll do that bit anyway. I'm going to pop this into the machine. So and the mat has to go under these 2 little white kind of clips, if you like, that keep it in place. So it's really important to load in there. Press the load button.
It's almost as though it's talking to you, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah. And then on the computer, I'm going to tell it which machine I'm using.
Okay.
I think I've clicked the wrong one. Well done, Emma. Just trying to talk to my one at home, which isn't going to help.
Now, we have got on the screen the image there of the computer screen that Emma can see, so we'll see exactly what's happening here.
There we go.
So you've got your home machine connected on that computer as well. So,
Yep. So if you've got more than one machine, or you've maybe got a Cricut Explore and a Maker, you have them all connected, and you just pick the one you're working with right there and
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Now, perhaps you do run your own business. Perhaps you do want more than one machine. Perhaps you've already got a machine and you want to upgrade as well, but we like to hang on to everything we've got, don't we? So there are times where people will have more than one machine located on their computer.
Okay, so I've chosen the material there. I've clicked vinyl, and now it's ready to go. So we can head back to the machine, and we can press this flashing button here, and that's going to start it off. And I'm actually cutting a ballerina image. So we'll see that.
So there's always that little bit of a pause from pressing the button to it actually starting. It's as though it's just saying, am I sure I'm ready to go? Yes, yes, I'm ready. Here we go.
Yeah, and it's connected via Bluetooth, so I've not got it plugged into the computer. I could do it, does come with a cable, but I could have my laptop on the other side of the room, and that's how it's talking. So sometimes it will take a little bit longer. Oh, there we go. That's done. That piece already. Yep.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know how well we can see. But
there we are. There we
you can see
are.
a ballerina
oh,
there.
Yes.
And now I'm going to take this off and then cut my other 2 layers as well.
Okay.
So again, I'm turning it over and I'm peeling the mat away from the material.
Now I can see there, Emma. Or I think I can see. I'm just going to check. Because it's a vinyl, you've got the backing on there. It is only cut through the top surface, and that's important so you can peel that away. How does the machine know the depth? Do you have to preset it? Does the computer tell it the depth?
We just tell it the material it's cutting.
Right, I see.
So there's a team in America, and it's their job to test all these materials and choose the best setting.
Right. So that's why when you set vinyl, that's all you needed to do. It knows everything else.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about numbers or dials or anything like that. We just say, this is the material you're going to cut, off you go.
What about help and support? Is there anything on the app? Would you find help there?
Yeah, you'll find loads of tutorials on there. Also on the Cricut Facebook page and their YouTube, you'll find loads of help.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm always happy to help people if they need it, so come and find me on the internet. But yeah, you'll find loads of help. I definitely recommend joining a Cricut Facebook group if you can, because you'll always find friends on there who have the same problem as you or are trying to make the same thing. So yeah, just ask around. There's always people to help. You'll find lots of tutorials.
Now notice the little flashing button there just saying I'm ready, and as soon as you click that and it's decided, yes, here we go, it goes to a solid light there.
Yeah, indeed. And if for some reason something went wrong, we can press this pause button and that will pause it.
Oh, wonderful.
Not that it ever does, but say you've got something stuck or, or you realise, nope, I'm cutting the wrong thing. That's happened to me before. I press that pause button. So that's done that layer.
So when it's finished, the double-ended arrow then flashes, just showing that you can now eject or send out the mat there. I don't even know what you cut there. It's just going to be interesting to see what you're actually doing.
So these are a couple of rectangles to go behind the ballet dancer.
I see.
So we're just going to kind of layer up a little bit. So we'll cut the last one. As we do that, I'm going to cut around my ballerina. Oh, start you off. And then I don't waste any material.
No.
Move that bit to the side.
I love the sound it makes. It's not overly loud either, is it? It's kind of quite it is as though it's chattering to you, but it's quite comforting that you can hear it because you know it's working as well.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going in with my weeding tool on the bright pad just so I can see it a little bit better.
Okay.
And just peeling away all of the excess bits that we don't need. There we go, we can start to see our ballerina
look at
here.
that.
Just get that little bit in there.
I suppose when you get this home then, Emma, I mean, you've not used an awful lot of vinyl there. You've cut out that square. But to be really, really thrifty, as we are in Yorkshire, you could add little flowers or stars or something around there as well, so you're getting the maximum use of that vinyl.
And the machine will automatically place things further away, just as a default, but you can move them as close as you like. So don't panic and think, oh, he's not being very space efficient. It just does it just to be safe. Likes to be safe and sound, but yeah, you totally. I like to batch things and then cut them all in. You definitely can do that.
Okay.
And that piece is done.
It is wonderful to have so many different vinyls for different surfaces as well. So you've got one that's specifically for your kind of ceramics, doing mugs and things like that, which you can wash, of course. Then we have the ones with the easy press that you can use on your different fabrics as well. I should imagine these are all available individually as well if people want to top up with them.
I believe so, yeah.
Lovely. Always look out for the bundles though, especially when we've got the show offers on like this, because really we have got some incredible deals for you. Look at this one. This is everything that you're getting if you're going for the bundle. A £47 saving. Remember, the price will go up at midnight. It'll go back up to £479.92. At the moment we're offering that discount. 3 payments of £144.31 as well. Maybe this is just for home use. Maybe you're thinking of crafting and starting a little business for yourself. Maybe you have got an event coming up and you think, do you know what, I want to personalise everything from the clothing and t-shirts to the table decor to the room. You know, you could achieve so much with this. We've been able to cut through so many materials as well. 330681 is the item number.
Okay, let me just pop that out of the way. So.
Oh wow, you've even got a little.
Yeah. Indeed.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can put your tablet or your smartphone in.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. I remember seeing that
and you've
on
got
the
a
information.
USB. So the bright pad's powered by a USB, which is actually there, but you could charge your phone with it too.
Oh,
so it
handy,
has got
isn't
everything
it?
you need. Yeah. And this little, I call this the snack drawer. Better check there isn't any snacks in there. But that's a tool drawer
I
as
didn't know that was there either.
Yeah.
So it's all very compact, isn't it?
Yeah, so you've got everything all in that one section. Okay, so we're ready to go here. These bigger pieces I'm just going to peel off because they're one piece and position them on the notebook.
Oh look, this is really effective, isn't it? Because you've got that clear background, you're seeing the stars beautifully.
And you can see through. I love that you can.
Do you know, making to sell then, if you're designing your own things or even if you use it, can you use things from the app that are already done for you and sell whatever you make from
Every
them?
image has got, so there's 130,000 images on Design Space.
How many?
130,000, just a couple.
Oh my goodness.
But they all have different angel policies. Most of them are that you can definitely make to sell as long as you cut on the machine. But there are licensed images by designers like Martha Stewart and things. You just need to double check.
Right, okay, so that's important. But of course, designing something yourself totally from scratch, just think of the possibilities and the opportunities there.
Okay, so I'll pop my 2 vinyls on there. I'm just looking at that now. I haven't done it particularly straight. But if we put the dancer at an angle, it will...
we shall forgive you. We like jaunty angles.
Okay, I've just got a piece of transfer tape to transfer the dancer.
Okay. Now, is this essential, the transfer sheet, or does it just make it a lot easier?
It makes it a lot easier, especially not so much for an image like this because it's one piece, but where you've got something with a few pieces and you want to keep them in place, then transfer tape's always a good shout.
Would that include things like if you're doing a very nice sort of flourishy script writing that's got very fine twirls and swirls and things in it?
You definitely want, So I've popped that over the top and I'm going to peel away the backing.
Okay.
And that should leave my ballerina on the transfer tape there.
Lovely.
So you can see that she's
attached. Perfect.
So now we'll put her at an extra jaunty angle too.
Of course, you could put names on these, you could make your own diaries and put the year on there, you could make wedding planners, birthday books. I mean, we think of the journaling that's going on at the moment. Everybody's so into the journaling and diaries and all sorts of things, aren't you? People like to write things down and keep their memories. What about gifts as well? When you're short of a gift, there's no excuse with one of these, is there? Because you can personalise, you can come up with maybe a pet name or a quirky sentiment or something like that that's applicable to someone. And we can pick up notebooks, plain notebooks, very, very cheaply from stores, can't we? So you can make them look as though they've cost an awful lot of money, but actually you can be working on quite a budget.
Well, I have a little box of, notebooks, plain T-shirts, plain baby grows. So if I am caught short and someone needs a personalised gift, and then they think that you've, spent loads of time and money and energy, and actually it was very quick.
The transfer sheet, Emma, is that reusable then?
Yes, totally.
Perfect.
So I see lots of people throw it away after one use.
Yeah.
I can get about 10 to 15 uses out of that before
Wonderful
it's got
stuff.
so much bits of blank stuck to it you can't use it again. So definitely. But here we go. One
there you are.
notebook.
Look at that. I love that vinyl as well. Of course, you're getting that with the bundle as well. Lots of different vinyls in that bundle. I was going to say options then, but it's not options. You are getting them. They are included. And the tools as well. You're getting 2 mats. You're getting the one for the paper crafting side of things, and you're also getting one for fabric. There's 2 different blades in there as well. One that will work for your fabrics again. The other one will work for other items. There are more available as well. It depends on the materials that you're cutting, of course. But this is a fantastic bundle at that price. £47 is the saving until midnight, and then the price will go back up. You can split the cost as well, and of course if you are adding in any extra vinyls or anything like that into your basket, you can put those on flexi as well. 3 payments of £144.31. Item number 330681. Yes, if you're thinking about it, maybe you saw the earlier show, perhaps you're watching again now thinking, still not sure. You can wait a little bit longer, but after midnight, then you will be paying the higher price. So just bear that in mind. Emma, what we're going to see now?
Yeah, I just thought we'd make a quick pair of earrings, actually, with the
amazing.
faux leather. Let me get that mat back out there. Yeah, so I just thought we'd see that in action, really.
Okay.
So I've got
this
a
is
piece
nice,
of the
isn't
faux
it?
leather. Yeah, it's a lovely peacock.
Do you know that's thicker than I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be?
It's nice, isn't it?
Beautiful.
So I'm going to pop that on my mat.
Okay.
So again, face up. Just make sure it's stuck down nicely. I'll actually just use the brayer to make sure it is. There we go.
Okay.
And so I've got a little dangly earring set,
Okay.
which I'm going to pop. So
I
they're
don't
on
know if
that.
we can see that on our screen as well. We'll try and get that for you, just so you can see what Emma's doing there, because of course Emma can see on her computer screen there.
There
You
we
can see it
go.
on the screens now. So design of a couple of earrings there, full pair. You don't
Yeah.
just want the one, what do you? You do need
Well, these
two.
are going to layer up, so make it extra
interesting.
fancy. Yeah. And remember what I said about if you've got a scrap, maybe a tiny scrap of fabric, and you've got a bit over here and a bit there, you can move the pieces to fit exactly where your piece of material is.
Oh, that is so clever.
So I will move it back up here because I've put it up here on the mat.
Okay.
But that's fine. Just twist you back round straight. There we go. I'm going to click continue. Again, I'm going to connect to the machine, and then I'm going to set material. So I'm going to search for the faux leather
Right,
once
okay.
my machine's connected. Of course, when you're at home and you're only connecting to one machine, it's much quicker than this.
Yeah.
But when we're in the studio,
I
it
should
does
imagine
take a
most
second.
people will just have the one machine there,
Yeah,
but
so
you know,
it's not-
some lucky people may have more than one.
You never know. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to go to Browse All Materials.
Okay.
So this is just a taster of how many. I mean, there's
Wow, look
hundreds.
at
I shan't
this.
go through them all. But I just searched for leather. And we can see we get a few options up here. And this is actually the one that we want, faux leather.
Lovely.
And now it knows the setting, so it's ready to go. So again, I'm going to load into the machine.
So the double-ended arrow flashes whether you're loading in or loading out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're ready to go. So press that flashing Cricut C.
Always that little bit of a pause, and there it decides, yes, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to work.
Yeah. There we go. Off it goes to do its job.
So you don't have to adjust any dials at all for the pressure of the blade. It's all there, set into the computer. It just talks to it basically, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
totally.
You see, I have, I've still got, I haven't used it for a while, I've got to admit, but I've got one of the original Cricuts, which were absolutely magnificent in the time.
Yeah.
But of course, they're the ones where you have to put,
Yeah,
you have to buy the separate cartridges and then plug them in and then change things. Wow, how things have moved on.
Yeah, it's quite crazy. Yeah. So all of those cartridges are still available as part of that library of images. So all those ones you've got, those images will still be around
Will
there.
they?
Yeah. And you could even get your cartridges added to your account. So you wouldn't, if you are one of those people that has an old Cricut machine and that's what you're unsure about, you can get your cartridges added to your new online account. So you won't lose that.
Emma, you're terrible. Do you know why? Because I've been so good this month. I'm known for keep running off upstairs, and I've so far avoided spending this month. And I'm now thinking, oh my word, do I need this machine? Probably yes.
Yes, you do. Okay, so I want to show you peeling away so you can see how
Look
beautifully
how accurate that is.
it's cut. I'm going to peel them off. So you can
So
see.
they're like, wow, it's
Tassel.
cut right through there then. So you've got that feather
Yeah.
effect through the faux
And it's
leather.
actually got a little hole, but I'll just push out with the
Oh,
tool.
wow.
So you can see how...
Is there a minimum size this can actually cut? If you
I
were-
don't think so. I don't know it. I think it's very,
You've
very
never
tiny.
found one?
No. It can do teeny tiny. I mean, it depends on the
It's
material.
incredible, isn't it?
But you can get very small, definitely.
Oh, I didn't even realise they were in separate layers. So you've still got another little diamond
Yeah.
cut out there as well, which, you know, you've got to keep everything, haven't you? Think of all those embellishments
Yeah.
that you use in your mixed media and on the corners of your cards and things like that. Why waste anything?
So there we go. So I'll just move that out there.
It's a gorgeous colour.
I'll just grab, I've got some little findings to add this into. 2 dangly earrings.
How long have you been working for Cricut then now, Emma?
Oh, nearly 3 years. I
Really?
believe. Yes.
And I bet you're still finding new things to do every single
Yeah,
day.
every day. Yeah, it's so crazy. It's those little jobs where I think, oh, I can't be bothered to do that. Like, cut out 100 stars to make a banner, and then I'm like, oh, I can do it in like 10 minutes.
Do it in no time.
It's
Just
those
press
kind
the
of
button,
things, yeah, where
tell
it really
it what
blows
material
my...
it's cut in, have
Yeah.
a little bit of a chat with it, and away it goes.
Because I've had a machine for about 5 years now.
Have you?
Yeah, but I bought it for paper cutting
Yeah.
originally, and then paper crafting, and then it just kind of escalated really into everything else.
Wow. So how did you find yourself working for Cricut then?
Well, I was on a popular Christmas time crafting show on Channel 4.
Were
Yes.
you?
And I used my Cricut and I won. And I contacted them and said, I'm going to be on this show, and I had no response. And then we laugh about now. And then the next day they said, Emma, like, well done, we love what you did. And then it kind of escalated from there.
Oh, I had no idea that's how it all
Yes.
started.
Yeah.
Do you know, I haven't seen all of those shows. I really, and I love them actually. We all know the one. It's the lady begin with a K.
Yes.
The handmade Christmas one.
Yes.
I think I've only seen one series, not because I haven't wanted to see it, but just because of work and time and things like that. So
Yes.
I do apologise that I wasn't aware of that.
It was
But what a
many years
fantastic
ago now.
story.
Yeah, I made an advent calendar, a 3D, so they were 3D gold gems, and they had gifts inside, and they hung like a chandelier. And I made them on my
wonderful.
Explorer. Yeah. So that's what started my journey with Cricut.
Now we do have the Explorer on the show as well, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We can maybe bring the details up. What's the difference between the Explorer and this particular machine then?
Just more about what materials it can cut.
Okay.
And the Maker has this adaptive tool system, which the
Right.
Explorer doesn't have. But
Okay.
the Explorer is amazing for all your card projects and your vinyl and iron-on projects. You can also cut felt on there too, and you can cut cotton if it's backed with an interfacing.
Right, okay.
So you've still got the machine does loads and loads. It's just that, the Maker's the next model up, the more
I
kind of
see.
expansive
Okay,
model.
so both available for you, both great prices actually. So really do look at the features and decide which is best for you, of course. If you can afford to go for the Cricut Maker, you are getting that wonderful bundle with all the extras, and it's giving you the best of everything, because currently that really is the best one. But the Explorer, the Air 2, if you are just thinking of your card making, maybe not so many materials, maybe you don't need to cut wood and things like that, and you've got a little bit less to spend, then perhaps this is the one to go for. Will it still cut through balsa wood, that sort
No.
of thing? It
So it
won't. So
won't
it
do
would
the
be your
stru-
card
yeah.
stock. Yeah, so your Maker will do those thicker materials,
And
and
all the
everything
fabrics,
is
yeah.
fed there for you, of course, the details.
Okay,
Lovely.
my
Look
earrings
at
are
this.
complete. So, I don't know how well they can be seen there.
Look at those.
Yeah, and how quick was
How
that to make a little
quick
pair
and
of earrings?
effective are those? Wonderful. Oh, amazing stuff. Oh, they are incredible, aren't they? Well, just think about what you could be achieving. Let's go over to the website and have a little look over there as well, because, of course, we have got the details of the bundle there for you. We've got the Maker on its own. We have got the Explorer if you did want that. We've got lots of essentials and consumables for you there as well. If you've been using your vinyls, you'll find if you need to stock up on those, they're there as well. The Easy Press, of course, is also there. That's another amazing bundle, and we've been busy on that this hour as well. Don't forget, you are getting the Easy Press press, the mat, the tool, the scraper tool, the bag, which is essential really for me because you want to keep it nice and safe, and you're getting 3 rolls of vinyl as well, and there's a considerable amount of vinyl on those. Iron-on vinyl, of course, for your clothing, your soft crafting, and all those other needs as well. Wonderful stuff. Now we're back here with this amazing bundle because we'll just go through again everything that you get in here, Emma.
Yeah.
If anybody has got any questions, do feel free to email in, by the way, studio@hochanda.com. If there's anything specific you want to ask Emma, if you're sitting on the fence and you're thinking, well, I don't know if it does this, don't know if it does that, it could be a deal breaker, then just ask us and then we can hopefully sort that out for you as well. So let's just run through everything again, Emma. We've got the machine itself.
Yep, we've got the machine itself, which comes with the 2 blades, the
Yeah.
fine point blade and the rotary blade, and also your black pen as well, so you can write and draw straight out of the box. You've got your 2 mats, the light grip mat for paper, card, vinyl, and then your pink mat for fabric.
Okay, lovely.
And then we're on to all the fancy bits. You've got this lovely pink permanent vinyl. So this will be fabulous on, you know, your lunch boxes or your water bottles, your mugs, things like that. Then we've got this fabulous one, which you just saw me using, the mosaic vinyl, which actually in this pack comes in lots of different colours. So worth having a check at all these fabulous
They're
different
stunning.
ones. Yeah.
I love that mermaid one.
Yeah, I do. It's beautiful, isn't it? I actually have that on my scraps bin in my craft room.
Do you?
Yeah.
You see, think about your craft rooms. You can personalise or put little labels on every one of your pots.
Yes.
So you know where everything is. We're terrible at our messy craft rooms, aren't we? We need
yeah.
organisation.
Mine's a nightmare. Okay, then we've got the threads. So again, this is a new one today at Hochanda. So this is in 3 lovely colours, this holographic. So you've got the blue, the gold, and the kind of pinky,
Amazing.
pinky holographic.
They're so effective. They really are. The faux leather's in there. We've got the bronze and the copper. There's a couple of different colours in that one as well. And then that textured vinyl as well for you as well. You know when it says permanent glossy or permanent,
Yeah.
could we put this vinyl on signs to go outside? Would
Yes,
it
you
weather?
could, yeah.
Oh, so that means I could cut out lovely flourishes and wording for my crafter van then.
Yes. I
know
have it
about
all
my
over my car.
Oh, now I really need to go and get one. I've got so many plans for that. Now we get the tools in this one as well. So you can see you've got an amazing tool set actually. So you've got your scissors in there, you've got your weeding tool in there, you've got your spatula, so to speak, you've got that, I don't know if the scraper is the right word
Yeah,
on
it
that
is.
one, but you get the air bubbles out of that as well. Everything you need there. So, you know, you don't have to think about going and looking for extra tools. You've got everything you need to get going. What an amazing bundle. £47 is the saving and the Flexi Buy option. Remember the dispatch date, 29th of February. 3 payments of £144.31. Postage and packaging, if it applies to you, will be on the first payment as well. But it means you can spread the costs. And don't forget the app that you can put onto your tablets, onto your phone, you can download straight away. That means you can be planning and designing before you even get the machine. How much better does it get? Item number 330681. Amazing stuff. Now, moving back to the Easy Press. This has been a busy item this hour. I think so many of you are realising the potential in these tools as well. And being the time of year that it is, I think there's a lot of people planning for weddings now, christenings, baptisms, communions, there's birthdays going on all the time. We plan ahead for later on in the year as well. Do you know, sometimes we just want to make everything for our family or the gifts. We maybe want to fundraise, charities. This is going to open up all those options for you as well. If you've got the machine and then you want to go for the Easy Press as well, then you can apply the vinyls to all sorts of surfaces with these iron-on ones. So your fabrics, the soft crafts, those sorts of things. What would you say you use this mostly for? Would you say you do more T-shirts? Do you do sort of little projects? Or is it all sorts?
Yeah, a lot of T-shirts, I'd say. Yeah, a bit of everything. If a friend's having a baby, then I'll do a baby grow. I've actually got a friend who just told me she's having a baby, so I'm excited to be able to do, a baby grow for her. Just a bit of everything, yeah, all sorts I use. I have mine out all the time, so it's constantly on the go.
Just think, every time there's a party in the family, if you want to make your own bunting with a name on, or there's a wedding, you can put the dates on there. It's endless, isn't it? And with the machine, I presume you could, we've talked about the size, you could go down very small, you could go really large, you can do whatever fonts you want on there as well, and then applying those finals onto fabrics and things like that with the Easy Press. Wow, you're getting everything you need. The machine itself, you're getting the mat, you're getting the scraper, you're getting 3 independent rolls of vinyl as well. One of them has got multicolours in there as well. We've got glitter in here. There's a couple of colours, 3 colours in that one, isn't there, as well? And then you've got this gorgeous blue in there. Just remind everybody again, Emma, about the plate on the bottom of the Easy Press for anyone that didn't see it earlier on.
So your home iron, which you could of course use for iron-on, has only an inch square in the middle that gets the heat you need for iron-on. So you won't get as good results, and normally it will start to peel after a wash. With the Easy Press, this whole plate heats up to exactly the same temperature. It's got 4 heating, I believe 4, it might actually be 5, heating elements inside, whereas your iron's only got 1, and they're going to keep the temperature to exactly the same heat that you need. So you can choose that heat as well.
I'm
so
just thinking
really
as well, then, Emma, if you are a soft crafter and you do a plique and that sort of thing, and you're using the webbing to, is this good for a plique and quilting?
Yeah, amazing. I have a few friends that use it just for that, actually.
Do you know, I've just realised that it is an amazing tool for that, because we are constantly pressing, aren't we? And we need that even heat there as well. So for quilters, this is an amazing tool for you as well. A £70 saving. Oh, don't forget you get the bag as well. Lovely bag, I've got to say, really good quality. It's absolutely, it's so stylish as well. Keeps it all nice and neat and safe. You've got a lovely handle on there as well. For the whole bundle, you're saving £70 up until midnight tonight. The price will revert. When we have Cricut here, we have the show deals for the day. £227.93 is the price for this particular bundle, but once again we can split that down into 3 payments. £75.98 is the price per payment. Item number 221567. Now I'm going to remind you of the Bright Pad offer as well. I'm going to ask Emma a little bit more about this. Now, people are going for this as well. I noticed that Breyer's in there that Emma used as well. So you are getting the Bright Pad pens, the scoring stylus, the applicator and remover, the mat and the True Control kit. Brand new today. Another great saving for you here, £60 on this one. Once again, that price will go up at midnight. £126.94. Item number 963635. Amazing stuff. Yes. Can we learn a little bit about that particular bundle, Emma?
Of course we can, yeah. So this is actually the Bright Pad right here.
Right,
so it's a light pad. It's got 3 light settings, which are a bit hard to see under the studio lights. Oh.
There we go.
There we go. So that's it at its brightest.
That is bright.
And then we can go right down. Oh, a few more than 3 actually. There we go.
Lovely.
It's scratch resistant. So you could do more than just your weeding on here. You could do your beading, you could do your tracing, all of those different crafts, not just related to your Cricut.
Wow.
You could use this for, I actually just use it for a light for selfies sometimes if I'm in the dark a little bit. Yeah, fabulous thing. I'm really grateful when we've got really intricate designs and it's a bit tricky to see, especially on things like iron-on vinyl where it cuts so finely, it's quite difficult to see where you've cut.
And maybe with the glitter surface as well, because it kind of, you know, that glitter there is going to sort of retract things. And the tools that we're getting in there as well, it said pens.
Yes.
What else do we get?
You do get a pen set, you get the brayer, which I love for making sure everything's flat on the mat, and especially if you're working with fabric, this is ideal for that. And you also get, this one comes in there.
Okay.
Yep, so you get loads of bits and bobs in that set.
And where's this mat from? This huge mat that you're working on?
Oh, we had that on the show last time, but I can't remember if we've got it on this time.
Maybe on the website, maybe not. Maybe not. We might have found it actually. We'll bring the details up if we have. It is a big mat, this one. In fact, just here in there it is, 24 inches by 36 inches, $43.99 is the price. Great mat, actually, if you want to protect the surface of your tables, if you've got limited space and you are using your dining room table or something.
Yeah, I love it. I've got one on my desk at home.
Now, I've just got a question, actually, Emma, because, and this is why I asked about the mat, actually. I noticed a mat with the Bright Pad. Is it the same mat or is it a different size in there? Is it the same one?
Oh, that is the same. Yeah, that is the same one.
So if you think then the mat on its own is £43 and whatever it was there, $43.99, you're getting that included in this kit. with the light pad and all those tools as well. Wow, that does make it a great buy then, doesn't it?
Yeah,
especially until midnight. Then even it's still a great buy. Save that £60 if you're going for it now. I think it has been a busy item on this show actually. I honestly didn't realise that was the actual mat.
No, I didn't. I thought because there is a smaller one, so I wondered if it was that one. I didn't realise.
What a great bundle.
Yeah, that's really good. He's nice. Okay. Have I got time?
We've got some time left. We have got, how long we've got left? 11 minutes left.
Yeah, that should be plenty of time. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to cut something in the glitter iron-on.
Okay.
And pop it onto a t-shirt. Let me get that set up, ready to cut.
Okay.
And just removing some bits. Here we go, I've got it set up there. So this says, must make stuff, which is my motto for life, really.
Now, don't forget, everybody, you will need to check those baskets out. If you want to keep these in your baskets, they will time out after a specific time. So if you found they suddenly jumped out, that's because they've been sat there too long. So don't forget to check out. I know it's important to see the demonstrations. It's a considerable purchase, this one. So you want to think, oh, do I need it? What do I need to ask? What questions do we need answering first of all? You can email in, of course. There is support on the websites as well. There's support on Facebook. There's lots of groups out there. But if you have got this sat in your basket right now and you really think, I do need this while this price as it is, remember it is going to go up at midnight, so you mustn't miss out on the savings. Don't forget to check those baskets out.
There we go. So I've set that on its way. You can see it tells you how much it's cut there, so it's already done.
Just amazing, isn't it?
So you know if you've got time to go and make a cup of tea or not.
Do you know, that is the lovely thing though, isn't it? You can sort of be doing other things as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
indeed.
I'm not going to ever say that die cutting machines aren't a good thing. They are. I've got plenty of them myself and I would never be without them. But sometimes there's those projects where you just want something a little bit different, something bigger, you want to resize, you want to be multitasking. It's nice that you've got a free pair of hands while the work is being done for you.
Yep, and you can do things in multiple sizes. You're not just stuck to the size of a die, which is something I find really handy.
I just love the idea of being able to create everything yourself as well.
Yeah. I like that you could have it all across your whole home. You know, you could have this on a t-shirt, but on a coaster, on your cushion, on your sofa.
Yes, and wall art. We love to see those sentiments on walls, don't we, as well? You can create your own.
Yeah, and this is so much a much cheaper way of doing it. Some of those can be really expensive, and they're not quite what you want or not quite the right size.
I know it seems a little bit trivial as well, but I was once asked to cut out lots of vinyl numbers for everybody's dustbins as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because the dustbin man keeps getting them mixed up.
Yeah, this definitely could. And then you could have a really fancy number as well.
Yeah,
I
had to do that on the old machine as well, so I was set to one style of number. This way you can have, you know, fancy numbers. You could put flowers into them. You could put, I don't know, birds landing on them. You can do what you want.
Cover your whole bin in who knows what. Be the talk of the street.
Yes, who could have the most decorative bin on the street, I wonder, if you all had your Cricut machines?
My recycling bin men hate me, so I don't want to draw any more attention to my bin. They're quite stressy about what's allowed in the recycling bin and what's not. Oh. So I don't want to draw any extra attention.
Oh, just think you could cut out your own messages for the dustbin men and change them every week, depending on your mood.
I don't think they'd be happy with that. I'll say, take my rubbish or else. You're
beware of the dog, beware of the cat. You could have all those signs as well. In fact, I need one. I keep getting blocked in my drive. I live on a narrow lane and I drive a van. So my gates are only so wide, there's not much space. And by the time I've gone forward, I can't just turn because I've got to get out of the gateway. So if anybody parks opposite my gates, it's impossible to get out. So I have actually had to contact everybody here before, Emma, to say I can't get out. Somebody's blocked me in. 3 o'clock in the morning they arrived and left the car, blocking me in. I had to get the police in the end.
But if you had a sign on your bin that said
I need
here.
a sign. I need a sign on the gate, actually. Do not park. I need to get out at all times.
I love that. Okay, so I'm just going to peel away While we do that, we'll turn the Easy Press on, so that's ready to heat up for us.
Okay.
I'll come back to that in a minute.
What temperature does the Easy Press go up to, Emma?
It goes up to 205 degrees
Oh.
centigrade, 400 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, wow.
So very, very hot. For this type of vinyl, we normally use around 160 degrees centigrade.
Okay.
But if you use infusible ink, which is another material which I believe we've got online today, that needs to be at 200 degrees, 205.
I see.
So that's
Now
why you need
look
that
at
heat.
this.
So, it can be quite rough with this because it's...
Do you know, I thought when you first started peeling it, I thought, oh, what's happened? I thought it was actually peeling away, and you were pulling the wrong bit away, and I thought, I'm not going to say anything because Emma knows exactly what she's doing. But look at this is incredible.
Yeah, so really quickly, and I'll just get a little bit out of the...
I can see how important that weeding tool is.
Yeah, because without that, well, you'd have no fingernails, and especially this is quite a big design, but if you've got smaller, you know, sometimes there's just such tiny little bits that you need to just hook in there. I'll just check
at
that
that.
I've got all of those bits out, which I have. Fabulous. So now
Love
we'll
it.
leave that to the side. Pop our bright pad.
When you think, if you go to supermarkets and stores, you can pick up these packs of baby grows and T-shirts, just plain ones, really quite cheaply, can't you?
Yeah.
To be able to personalise all of your own clothing, you know that nobody else, especially if you're designing your own images or wording or sentiments, or you're changing the fonts around, you know that nobody else is going to have the same thing.
Exactly. I love that. I love that I can personalise things and have that moment where people are like, oh, where did you get that? And you're like, oh, I made it. I love that.
I know. It is nice, isn't it, when you're proud of what you've done.
Okay, so I'm just going to preheat the T-shirt just to get any moisture out of there.
Right, okay.
So that's fine. Before that's almost up to temperature.
Now that looked as though it was gliding really beautifully across the
Yes.
surface as well.
Yeah.
Is that because of the plate itself?
Yeah, because it's a ceramic plate, similar to what you have on your hair straighteners.
Yeah.
So it glides really beautifully. And then we're just going to line this up, make sure it's exactly where we want it to be. There we go.
I'm going to say hello to our European friends as well, and everybody who's watching from the US, of course, as well as the
Yay.
UK viewers. Lovely to have you on board today and tonight, this evening. Oh, a little beep there. Does that mean it's ready?
Yes, it does. So it's gone green, and it beeped to us, so we know it's at temperature. So I've chosen 165 degrees centigrade for 30 seconds. So I'm going to pop this down on top, make sure I'm covering everything. Press the green button, and then just press slightly for 30 seconds. And you can see it's counting me down there as well, so I don't need to count myself or worry.
Do you know, that is so useful, because how many times do we think, oh, I need to hold this for 10 seconds, and you're counting in your head, and it is easy to get it wrong, or to lose count, or somebody shout you, and you've forgotten where you've got to.
There we go, so we're almost there. And so you don't need to be putting your whole weight on or anything like that, just the weight of the press is generally enough with a little
And then
bit
it beeps as well when it's finished.
Yeah. And after 10 minutes, if you haven't picked this up, it's going to bleep loudly at you, and if you do nothing, it will turn itself off.
Amazing.
So if you left your room and you'd forgotten, that's fine, you're good to go. It will turn off for you. So with the glitter iron on, we can peel it away straight away. We don't have to wait for it to cool.
Okay.
We can peel the carrier straight away,
Oh,
because
wow,
it's
look at
already
that.
adhered. So here we
Oh,
go.
and I love the colour of that vinyl as well. That is so effective.
And that's it, done.
Look
so
at
now
that.
we can wash this, and that is on there forever.
Amazing. Isn't that fantastic? It really is. Oh, just think of the bags and the pencil cases that you can make for your children at school as well.
Yeah.
Personalise them. If they're individual, they're not going to get pinched or mixed up with somebody else's as well, are they? Because that was a thing at school. We used to be trends for things, didn't there? Everybody had the same bag, and then we'd all pick the wrong one. None of that with
and
this.
things like World Book Day, those kind of days where they tell you the day before that they are meant to have a costume tomorrow. You can make something really cool and quick with this.
Amazing stuff, isn't it? Well, of course, the Easy Press will just remind you of everything you're getting in that bundle again there. There it is. So the Easy Press itself with that fantastic ceramic plate there. You get the mats, you get 3 rolls of vinyl as well, you get the scraper scraper tool, and importantly you get that bag as well, which it really is a great quality bag. You want to keep your tools safe, you want to keep them from being damaged, and of course you want them to be mobile as well. If you are going to be working, I don't know, maybe perhaps you do go to shows and you want to personalise things at shows, there is that opportunity if you can take your equipment with you as well. 3 payments of £75.98. Don't forget, I've got to keep reminding you that price will go up at midnight. You're saving £70 now. Don't forget to check those baskets out. Do not miss out on that value of this bundle, because of course we are offering a great saving there. 221567 is the item number for the Easy Press bundle. Now finally, the maker machine again. Let's just have another look at this. Just trying to think if there's any more questions that I think might help people out there, Emma. When it comes to designing yourself, how easy is it to get going if you've never done it before?
We say if you can use a smartphone, you can use Cricut Design Space. So therefore it's pretty user friendly. I say click every button and nothing. I promise I've tried to break it and it's never happened. Click every button, see what it does, have a play. You'll find loads of projects on there too, so they're a good starting place if you feel a bit like, oh, I don't know where to begin. So
that's probably the best idea, is it? Just go for something that's done for you, get used to the machine, and then think, right, now I can start making my own designs up. And there is that support out there for you as well. Don't forget, you can be personalising things like mugs, your clothing, you're cutting your cardstock, paper cutting, doing all those different things. The machine itself is part of this big bundle here. You are getting the machine with 2 separate blades. You've got 2 separate mats as well. One for your paper crafts, your cardstock, that sort of thing. One for your fabrics. You're getting the pen. You're getting 6 rolls of vinyl for different uses. Incredible designs on those as well. And you're getting your tool kit as well. We're almost out of time. Details on the screen. Don't forget to check out and buy before midnight. Thank you very much. Oh, what an interesting show that was with Emma. Coming up next, we've got Maria here, Crafting with Clarity one day special. Then we're letting Leonie loose again, and then we're back with Clarity.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business, and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Working with Hochanda is fantastic for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring all of these brands and all of these products from all over the world direct to you, the crafter in the UK. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter. So please don't miss Oakwood Archer shows on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Kay from Indigo Blue, and we've been established for 7 years, and together with my husband Alfie we design and manufacture our own in-house red rubber stamps. We also have our own range of paints, lushes and stencils. We're so proud that we've now got a reputation for such high quality products and the detail that we can manage to get in our stamps. What I really love about Hochanda is I get to demonstrate lots of different techniques for you to understand how to use our products and hopefully inspire you. I've got loads of fantastic ideas buzzing around in my head, so I can't wait to get those filtered into our products and out to you at home. So grab a cup of tea, join me and the team from Indigo Blue on Hochanda.
Oh, that's very calming. At the top of the hour there. Now we can say hello to Maria, of course, because this is the one-day special. Good evening, Maria.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm
Good,
here.
good.
Yeah, I haven't seen you for ages.
No, I know. You look very different. Didn't you have a fringe last time I saw you?
It's gone.
Looks very nice indeed. It certainly does. Now, launching at 6 o'clock tonight. Of course, we've got a brand new one-day special.
Yeah.
Lots of goodies for everybody. Lots of savings for you as well. So we're going to have a look at the one-day special first of all. It's Birds of a Feather stamp and stencil collection. Now, you're getting 12 stamps and 4 stencils in total within this one bundle, with a great saving of £15. Now look at this as well. Oh, now 2 payments of £39.94 if you want to take flexi-buy option. Now the saving is essentially the price of the stencils. So effectively getting those for free if you're looking at it in that way. 804756 is the item number. I'm just going to ask Maria a little bit about these and then we will have a look at some samples, of course. So Maria, tell us about the designs here.
Yeah, okay, so this is our Birds of a Feather collection designed in-house by Mel Turner. So what we've got here is 4 sets of three-way overlay stamps. So we've got 4 different designs and each set has got 3 coordinating stamps. So you can use them individually or you can coordinate, you can use them together. So any combination. So for example here you can see the line art stamp.
Yeah.
And then you've got a thicker stamp there. Well actually you can use that in a couple of ways. Firstly you can colour your inside image with it, or you can use it as thicker line art. Then what we've got here is number 3, and this will actually colour the background outside of your of your area. Yeah?
Wow.
Yes, clever.
So could you go on with different colour inks onto that one background and just instantly just get that background in there?
Yes, you can.
They are clever, aren't they?
They're really, really clever. They're so good for, so many different techniques, whether it be your inks, your gel plate and that sort of thing. They really are very, very cool. And then, of course, we've got stencils as well.
Yes, you have. 4 designs. Look at these stencils as well. They are beautiful, aren't they? 6 by 6 is the size of the stencil itself. I like the fact that you have got that frame around there. You've got so much detail within the stencil itself.
Yeah,
lovely wording in them.
Yeah, they really are lovely. They're such a joy to work with, whether it be, say, your paste, your gel plate, whatever it may be. You can get such a lot of looks. And of course, the stamps and the stencils will work really nicely together, as you'll see on a lot of the samples.
We shall have a look at some of the samples right now. Now, as always, got to say a big thank you to the design team because they always do such amazing work. Yes, this is Jane Telford.
Yeah.
I haven't opened it yet, but I can see there is more inside, so I'm going to show you this.
So stencil on the
oh wow,
front.
Look at that. Oh, Jane Telford.
Is that
That's incredible.
Isn't it beautiful? So what Jane's used there in conjunction with the stencil, she's used all 4 of the designs and she's used number 2 stencil, number 2 stamp for all 4. And then just some beautiful ink in there in blue and yellow.
That is amazing.
You'd be absolutely chuffed if somebody sent that to you.
Wouldn't you just?
Really beautiful piece.
Oh, do you know what? If you make something like that yourself and it's achievable with these wonderful products, you're going to be so proud of yourself as well. Now this one's by Anne. Now that's nice as well, isn't it? With the difference of colour in the background.
Yeah, really nice. Again, so Anne has used stamp number 2 as well on this one, and then she's added some additional colour. But as I say, you can use all of them, in different ways for a completely different look. By Carol here. Carol's actually used stamp number 3 of all 4 designs. So what you can see there is the wording and the birds are kind of in white there, and then we've got this just really very colourful backgrounds.
You have. The next one's very clever as well. I like this.
This is just beautiful. Linda Spencer.
Look at that.
Yeah. So Linda again, she's used number 2 and she's used number 3. And then with whiting, and then she's gone in and added some more colour as well. And then the feathers around the edges, because I was thinking, oh, hang on a minute, where have those come from? And those are actually from stencil.
Are they really?
Yes, they are. And they're fabulous.
That works so well. I'm just going to show you a couple more. I'm going to try and keep the ones that we're showing you now separate to some of the others in case we get a chance to show more later.
So this is Elaine Emilia. So again, I think Elaine's done some gel plate and ink work on this one, which is very, very pretty, isn't it?
It certainly is. And then this one as well.
Mixed media
Look
from
at that.
Sam. Sam's she's used a combination of all three of the stamps here. So on the top, she's used stamp number 1, and then in the background she's used some gel plates, and then in the middle piece she's used number 2, so you've got kind of the thicker line art, if you like, and then down at the bottom we've got the background.
So effective. And of course you can make things like your coasters as well.
Yeah,
How
well, this is
beautiful
actually
that?
I demoed this in the launch hour.
Did you?
And this was the piece that accompanied it. And if you want to see how I did kind of a 2-for-1 sort of project with the coaster and this piece here at the same time, then if you go on to rewind,
yes, you definitely need to see that,
because it was a pleasure to make those.
It certainly looks it. Well, a great price as well. Do take advantage of the saving. Of course, take advantage of the flexi buy as well. 2 payments of £39.94. Item number 804756. And remember, those stencils, if you were buying them individually, you are essentially getting them free, aren't you, Maria?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Now, we've got more for you as well. We're going to move down to the groovy because we've got some lovely, lovely groovy boards for you here. Now, these have been very, very busy. Half of the stock has gone. You can see we've got birds of a feather again here. These are your square plates. It's the whole collection. Absolutely stunning. Just £16.96. These carry a £3 saving for you as well. 975897. So this is going to keep those parchers happy, isn't it then?
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to start with groovy demo as well. So what we've got here is the same beautiful designs from Mel Turner, just in groovy plates. So as you say, we can keep the card makers happy, the stampers happy, the mixed media artists, and the potter and crafters as well.
We certainly can.
So
That
this
beautiful
is lovely,
samples
isn't
by
it, from
Carol. Yes, and the next one.
Yeah,
look
Maggie.
at
This is just
nice.
Stunning. Really, black. I love black and white. I love bright colour, but I love black and white. I think, looking through the samples here, when you're trying to put them in an order and you think, that's fab, we've got to make sure and show that. But actually, it was the same with every single sample.
Yeah.
So how do you decide what goes on them?
How do you decide? Indeed, another one from Linda there.
Linda Page, absolutely stunning, really beautiful, very spring looking, that, isn't it? Those kind of colours. And this is really lovely from Sheila.
Look at that.
So Sheila's used a lot of picot cut in there. She's used a grid to polka dot the birds, and she's used a gold pen there as well. Really very, very lovely.
Absolutely gorgeous. Let me just see if I can find one that's got a actually that one is different to the last one. Another one, birds of a feather flock together there as well.
Yeah.
Do you know, it goes on and on and on. We have the most gorgeous samples here. But there's the details, 975897. Actually, we've got a Freedom price on this one as well. So Freedom members, you're saving £4.70. So delivered to your door just for a little over £15, and you're getting all 4 of those. 975897. But we still have more to show you as well. We've got some returning favourites for you coming up as well. Maybe you missed out on these the first time. This is another opportunity to get them. We've got the bird theme going on here as well. Now we've got the trio of birds, the Aperture Die collection. Once again, I'm just looking down, I can see the samples. They are incredible. Now these, again, Maria, they are returning favourites. What beautiful, beautiful dies they are. And a saving on this one as well of £10.
Yeah, these are absolutely gorgeous. I remember I actually did these myself on TV a while ago, and they were an absolute pleasure. They sold very, very well. They were really popular, so it's nice to have them back, give people another opportunity.
Definitely.
They're really lovely. There's the 3 birds, and they're great for snipping into, as say, the design stays within the card because they're paper cut style dies.
Yes.
But you can chop out, you can leave them in the card. They cut absolutely beautifully, and they loan themselves to so many techniques. They really do. This is really lovely from Jane Telford.
Do you know, as soon as I picked that, I thought that feels a little bit thick. There must be something going inside this one as well. Let's have a little look.
There's a bit of a open up, and then it will open up
Look at that, that's
again.
gorgeous, isn't it?
Another inside to that as well.
Is there? Oh.
Yeah. Is there? Or am I getting...
Oh, yes, there is.
Do you know, I was thinking, I'm sure...
There.
Yeah, there you go. So what you've got there, front, inside and back, so you've got all of the designs on there as well. Really lovely piece.
gorgeous.
How pretty is that?
Absolutely gorgeous. Love that. And then a little bit different here. You can see a bit of paper piecing in this one.
Piecing. Again, this is another one from Jane. I didn't put all Jane's on the top pile. Honestly, they just happened to fall that way. So yeah, really lovely. So Jane's cut from green card, and then she's cut the same design from blue. And in actual fact, by just doing the two different cuts, Jane could get two versions of this. She could get the version with that you can see here with the green tree and the blue birds, and then she can also get the version where she's going to get the blue tree and the green birds, because you're duplicating everything by cutting twice.
Now, just to show we're not being mean to all the other design team members, we can't possibly show them all now, but this one's by Wendy, and I've just picked this one out because I can see, to me that looks like that is what we'd class as the way she uses a stencil there.
Exactly, that's right. So what Wendy's done here is she used the die cut as a stencil with some paste on top of some of our lovely papers with some glitter. Really, really lovely.
It is gorgeous. 552181 is the item number. That's for all of those dies, of course, with a £10 saving, just £34.97. And then finally, we've got another returning favourite for you next as well. Now, we've got the stencils from the collection we've just seen there. This is the stencils, so you've got the best of everything. Busy on these as well, approaching half of the stock gone. Of course, you can use them as you would traditionally use stencils, but also, again, embossing onto your card there, Maria.
Yeah.
Again, you know, there's so much detail in these and a great size.
They really are. So they're 7-inch stencils, including a lovely frame, and they really are so lovely. I mean, the difference in the samples, you know, is amazing. As you say, you know, we can use the design papers and add colour. Like, is this one Linda?
Wow,
yes,
that is
so Linda's
Linda.
just really gone. That's just beautiful, isn't it? It's very summery. It's just, I'd be really pleased if somebody sent that to me.
So would I, and I adore the next one as well. This is by Deb.
Deb, yeah.
Look at that.
Kind of a more monochromatic kind of look there, but really nice. Easy to do though. What Deb's done there is she's actually just inked through the stencil, and then she's gone back in with a black pen and outlined the stencil design. So
That
really
is just
straightforward,
amazing.
very achievable.
Definitely. I'll just show you one more. I don't know if I'm showing the
I
same
think this
birds
is
here,
Julie.
actually.
Yeah.
Yes, Julie there.
So Julie's actually used one of our new papers. I'm not sure if this is Wyoming, but you know, the two new packs. Can anyone say them?
We'll try and check for you. We'll get gallery to check and see if they can feed us the right information. Is it Wyoming?
Wyoming.
Wyoming?
Yeah, is that right?
WAIMEA. Why me?
They're Hawaiian inspired.
You'll find them.
basically.
We've given you the
Yeah,
spelling.
they're
We will
beautiful.
find them for you. Or you will find them on the website, of course. I did say that was the last one, but I've just seen that one and I thought that is so
another from
different.
Julie. So Julie's added colour, and then she's doodled on there as well. Just very cool. And I can imagine that being very relaxing, making that.
I can't get that word out of my head now. I'm kind of in my head. This is how I multitask. I'm listening to you, I'm reading that. In my head, I'm just kind of repeating the word and changing it a little bit.
Me too.
And they're not helping because they're feeding it down the earpiece to me as well in all different ways. £9.97 for this bundle, though. £5 saving. Item number 740759. They are 7x7 stencils. That includes the frame. So the internal bit, I presume, is more your 6x6. But I love the fact you've got that frame on there as well. 740759. We've seen lots of samples, but we've got so many more. Let's have a look at some more inspiration by means of a video.
Wonderful, aren't they?
Waimea.
Waimea Falls, that's what I would pronounce it as. You may disagree, but there we are. That's what you would be looking for, Waimea Falls.
Maybe we need to go to Hawaii to
I think that's a good idea, Maria.
Right, pack your bag.
Yes, let's do that. Straight after this
Okay.
show. Let's
Right.
get on the plane. Now, of course, we are the demonstration area with the wonderful Maria. Let's see what we're going to see. Did you say we're starting with the groovy?
We are. So this is where, if I pass this to you. So we were attempting to do this in a launch hour, but it didn't get ever so far. So I thought, well, we'll go straight to this. So this is using the Try Out Your Wings groovy plate, and you'll notice that that's in a circle rather than a square. Because the plates are square.
They are, that is very true. I love how the wings have been cut free there.
Yeah, a little bit of movement.
Amazing. Oh, let's see how this works then.
Okay, right, so what I did earlier, I showed how to create the kind of a mount, all right,
yeah.
with a coordinating parchment. So again, if you watch on Rewind, just see how to do that with the corners, okay? So we'll go on to the actual artworky piece now.
Okay, lovely.
So what I've done is I've die cut using the Pico, nested Pico square dies, a smaller piece of clear parchment.
Okay.
So I'm going to stick that down, line it up with the coordinating groovy plate. Okay. And give that a stick down with some groovy tabs. So these are in the accessory pack that's on the website.
Lovely.
Okay, I'm going to pop those on. And we're going to give this a little rub with a tumble dryer sheet. This comes in the starter pack as well.
Yeah.
So if you haven't got a tumble dryer, don't worry. You can also use the bottom of a tea light candle very gently as well.
Oh, right, because it's because it's a
It
wax
leaves,
so
it just
that,
leaves just a little bit of slick, if you like, on the parchment, so your tool glides easy.
Lovely.
All right, so I'm coming in now with my 1mm Pergamano tool. I'm using my groovy guard to hold the parchment down and also to protect the parchment from the oil in my hands as well. Okay, this also is in the accessory kit, as well as topping up on your parchments as well. So I'm just going to give that a nice press with the double frame. Okay, now the other two sides is where I've secured it down with the groovy tabs, so I need to move those. But before you do that, it's important to stick down what you've already done, okay, because then you haven't got to worry about sort of trying to line back up again. Once you get into the habit of this, you just automatically do it, and it's trouble free. So then I can take those two away. Okay, and then I can do those sides.
What number tool are you using there?
I'm
Maria?
using 1mm Pergamano tool, but if I was using my starter kit, I would be using tool number 1.
Okay,
And they're
wonderful.
marked now in the updated version of the starter kit. The tools are actually marked 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wonderful.
All right. Okay, so that's my outside frame.
Lovely.
But I wanted another frame. I wasn't sure whether I was going to fill the frame or whether I was going to leave it and just colour it. So sometimes I just make the frame and then decide later. So on this one, I've left one size and I've come into this one here. Okay. So again, just once you start playing with these plates, it's quite cool, the different apertures and layouts that you can come up with to then fill with your artwork. You know, if you struggle with sort of composition.
Yeah. It's lovely to see that frame as well, because it kind of draws your eye into the main focal point, but also it adds that elegance to your cards, doesn't it, or your project?
Yeah, I think sometimes it's nice to really fill the parchments, but Tina Cox is very good at that, literally filling every little area. I'm not as confident as that, so I go for a little bit more white space, if you like. So this is one way of me achieving that. There we go. All right, so I had a spare one anyway, as it turns out, because prep. We like to prep. There we go. All right, so we can say goodbye to the groovy plate, and I'm going to bring in I'm going to bring in the circle plate. So this, again, is the place that coordinates with the nested circle Pico dies.
Okay,
all
now
right?
you should find that on the website as well. We do have an awful lot of clarity and groovy items on there, of course, so you can search. If you need any help, of course, give the call centre a ring and I'm sure they'll give you a hand as well.
Right, so I'm looking now at all 4 sides of my parchment because so that I can get this this circle pretty much central. So I think that's about it. I hope. There we go. So I'm just going to again stick this parchment down with my groovy tabs, and I'm just going to double check with myself which of the circles that I've used, just so that. Okay, so I think this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the centre. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's this one here. We do a little mark, and again, I'm still going to use my groovy guard. So I'm going to pop my circle in place here. Oh, I know what I've forgotten. Not to worry. I needed an opening. I don't want the full circle. I'm going to turn that one upside down. Luckily, I've done no artwork yet. But it's okay because at the moment there's no top or bottom, so I can still do my opening down here. Okay. So I'm going to do it.
You've always got options. You do.
Oh yeah.
We forget we don't have to do full circles.
No. You'll see why in a second. So you can see I've left an area there. Okay. So I'm going to take that off there, and we're going to come on to the main plate mate now. So I'm going to pop that to one side, and we're going to bring in. So this is my regular plate mate. Okay. And then, oh, hang on, I've got.
Is this the one that's available in the starter kit?
Yes, it is. Yeah. And then also now in the starter kit is the inset. So it's kind of a bridge, if you like, because the plates that we've got on the show today are a little bit smaller. I'm going to sneeze.
Oh no! Well, while you sneeze, Maria. Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
Do you know?
Do you know, we've had a few people like that recently, including presenters, and just suddenly there's something that's irritating and just all of a sudden you've had to sneeze.
It's the one thing that you can't actually control. And apparently it's the one thing that when you're driving along, if you had an accident when you sneezed, you wouldn't be found at fault because you can't control sneezing. It's the only thing that you can, So I don't know how that works, but hey ho. Right, so I'm going to have a little look here through my circle, and what I want to see here, when I get my words in, I want to get part of this bird, part of this bird. But the wings here, he's got this big, beautiful wing. Yeah. This is okay to go outside of the circle.
So that's why we've not done the complete circle.
That's why I have left the circle. So have a little look and be happy with what you've got. And then if I come that way, let me see. So you could have maybe, no, let's leave him as he is. Right, I'm faffing a little bit now, aren't I? There we go. Right, okay, that'll do fine. Happy with that.
There we go.
Okay, so
details on the screen for the Groovy Plate Deluxe Starter Kit. Remember, you do get the tools in there as well. So numbered now 1, 2, 3 and 4. So everything to get you going, actually. There you can see everything that's included. You get parchment in there, you get the tools. Of course, you get instructions, you get the plates, the plate mates in there as well. There's a whole host of goodies for you there, including that anti-static cloth as well. So you don't even have to worry about going out and buying one of those separately. 2 payments of £27.50, and there you can have the starter kit and you can get going, of course. 746594.
Okay, so what you'll see here is I'm just putting the parts of the design that are absolutely inside the circle. It was important for me to get the word. We want to be able to read the words. There we go. So just glide around. Doesn't matter where you start, it doesn't matter where you finish, just
doesn't matter if you stop and start,
no,
does it? You
absolutely
can just sort of walk
not.
away if you need to go and answer the phone or answer the door.
You can do, because you've got no worrying about something drying or, you know, that sort of thing. It is, you know, it's a very kind of mobile craft, if you like. It's great for on the go, as you know, because it's lightweight as well. You can fit everything that you need for Groovy in a carrier bag, which is quite cool. There we go. So you'll see I'm just making sure that I don't go outside of the circle apart from this lovely wing here. So let's just get this bird in. And then I have got one that I've kind of done and I'll jump to, and then I'll show you how to close the circle back up again.
Lovely.
Okay, so a bit of feather. Sometimes it's hard to jump forward, isn't it? Because it's quite, when you start the design, it's really nice and you don't necessarily want to stop, but we'll have to, won't we? There we go. Let's complete the bird. And then we'll jump forward.
Okay.
There we go. So lots of detail. Mel's really put, you know, so much detail in these plates. And birds are beautiful, aren't they? I love birds.
I'm thinking again, you know, whether if it is hard sometimes we want to make a card or a gift for somebody and they haven't got a particular interest, because there are people out there, you know, they're not into a particular sport. If it's a male, perhaps maybe they don't like gardening.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to wildlife or birds or something like that, then I think it's pretty safe for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. I think so. And just by the colours that you use, you know, you could go, you know, very elegant for somebody, you know, an older sort of person, or you could get, you know, fun and really cool, bright colours for, you know, sort of kids and that sort of thing. Birds are great. I miss birds in my garden, in our house that we are at the moment. The birds won't come because I'm on a main road, and I miss that because I like birds. So as soon as we move again, that's one of high up on the priority list. Somewhere quiet. I want the birds in my garden. Right. So you can see we're just going to follow that design round. Okay. So let me just now jump to one where. Okay, here we go. So this one you can see, we've got the design in place, we've got the big wing coming out. So we've got a couple of things to do. First of all, I need to kind of finish that wing off. Can you see up there? It's a little bit unfinished because of the design. Yeah. So that's nice and easy. So I'm going to switch the light panel off just for a second. Okay. So, and then we're going to freestyle this. Okay. So what I'm going to do, on my pink excellence mat, I'm just going to bring this up to where I think this would finish, and then down.
Oh, that looks perfect.
There you go. It's not bad. It'll do the job. Now we can close the circle up. So I'm going to go back now onto the plate, the groovy plate. So I'm going to turn the. Oh, hello. So
we've lost power. We've lost the power.
Let me go and have a look what we. It's there. Has my little dongle come out? It might have come out at the wall. Right, it's okay. Don't worry. We're gonna carry on anyway. So what I'll do now is I'll just put the black mat underneath. It's fine. It's not. It's not.
Those gremlins.
Yeah. Do you know? Well, this is. You know, when we say about the light panel being desirable but not essential, this is a good example, because before we had the light panels, when we first launched the Groovy system, we didn't have them. This is how we did it. So we're not going to worry about it. Okay. Right, so I'm lining that back up. Okay, so I'm looking at the circle that we have got in place. That looks about right. Stick that down. Stick that down. Okay, so now I can come back in here and just complete the circle. See that?
Okay, yeah, perfect.
There we go.
Just closing that circle.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've still got this lovely wing hanging out of the circle. All right, so I'm happy with that. Now we could, and I toyed at the idea of filling this frame with the feathers from the different plates, because some really nice feathery bits, and I thought, actually, I want to just focus on that, because I think that's really nice, and also
it's very
time for demonstrating as well. I thought, so let's not go crazy. All right, okay, so we're going to work on the back a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of it's back on. There you go. That's
the magic of our Kirsty Floorman. It was
she had
a flow
50p for the meter, didn't she? She's good. She's good.
Thank you, Kirsty.
Thank you. I'm done with it now. So I'm going to turn it off now. I'm turning it off now. But thank you. Oh dear, I love live TV, don't you?
Things happen, don't they? It was just the plug. Bless her, Kirsty.
Bugs come out at the door.
She was on her hands and knees at the back, moving furniture, getting to the socket.
And unseen throughout as well.
Yes, unseen with her. And of course, you can sleep safely tonight knowing that that's going to be all right for tomorrow. As long as nobody comes and messes with the
No, and you
socket.
would be a bit of wire, and it wasn't that, and it wasn't that. Ooh, panic. Right, here we go. So first job, I want to do just a little bit of gentle white work.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my excellence mat. Now, on this, I want to do, if we look at the finished piece, you can see the white kind of,
it's not a little look at this.
It's not solid white. It kind of goes from white down and it sort of fades away. Can you see on the tips of the wings, and then also on the tips of that feather over on the other side, so it just fades away. So when I'm trying to do white work that fades away, I tend to use my personal preference is to use my shader tools. If I'm trying to do kind of block white work, then I tend to use my ball tools.
Wonderful.
All right.
Lovely to have the tips.
I'm just going to come in here, and again, where's my groovy guard gone? It's here somewhere. I just wanted to...
It's going to be one of those evenings.
Electricity crisis.
While you're looking, I'm
here.
just going to remind
There you
everybody.
go.
Oh, she's found it. Thank goodness for that. Over half of the stock has gone on the groovy plates. You are getting 4 of them, A6 in size, and a great saving. You've got £3 saving on these, just £16.96. These are the 4 you're going to get. We can see Maria's working beautifully with just one of them here. Freedom price, of course, on this one, £15.26 delivered to your door. You're saving £4.70. Item number 975897. There we go. Now, the one-day special, let's just remind you of that as well, because this is what it's all about. This is where we've got a huge saving for you. £15 saving. Essentially, that's giving you the stencils that you're seeing there free of charge. £79.88 is the price for the one-day special. What you're getting there is the Birds of a Feather stamp and stencil collection. 12 stamps and 4 stencils in total. 804756. And to really appreciate what you can achieve with those, you really want to get the Rewind show from 6 o'clock, and of course tune in tomorrow as well, because there's lots of different options and ways of working with those. There we go. So Maria, back to the demo.
I've got my my shader, and let's just go onto the feathers. So what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to flick away from myself. You can flick towards yourself. It's up to you. So I'm just going to gently just flick. So I'm going up and off and up and off. So just at the tips of that feather, okay? Gently. So you can see that already, can't you? Now at home, I wouldn't go any further than that. I wouldn't make those any whiter. I would leave this. My preference is to leave things for 24 hours. So that would be as much white. If I turn that over, you can see how much white. See, it's actually really, it's really quite white, isn't it, there? All right, wonderful. So I would resist the urge to go any white with that. So let's do a little bit on this beautiful big wing here. So same again. This time I'm going to flick towards me. So I'm going to just, but it's the same. I'm coming up and off. There isn't a right or wrong with that. It's how you're comfortable and if you're getting the desired result. So just flick, flick, flick.
If you've not done this before then, Maria, is it worth just practicing on a little bit of scrap parchment? Yeah, for sure. And just maybe do part of a design. Just start small and build up your confidence, because the white work is a traditional technique. You know, you can actually emboss the actual line art onto the parchment pretty quickly, but this is a traditional technique, and if you can master it, if you can make yourself slow down, it's really worth, you know, the result is just beautiful. Wonderful. So again, I would leave this now. I wouldn't go. You can see on the finished piece, it's far whiter, isn't it, than the one that I've got here. And that is the result of being patient and waiting. And I've done 3 or 4 layers on that one there, on that lovely big bird. That's beautiful. And of course the colours really sort of bring this to life. I love how the colours are in the wording there as well, in the two-tone effect. In fact, you can see it across there really, but you really notice it in the words. It's so effective.
Okay, so we'll do a little bit of colour now then. All right, so as I say, let's imagine that I've done all of the white work. I can always come back in later after the colour and do more white work. It's just that it's more easier to see what you're doing if you do the white work before you colour in, okay? But it's okay to add more in. So what I've got, first layer of colouring, I'm going to use, these are Dorso colours, so they're kind of crayons, if you like. So these are formulated, these are Pergamano, who Clarity now own as well.
Yes, they do, don't they?
So these are the natural ones. I tend to ignore the naturals and go on to the bright coloured ones, the lively set, but actually these, no, you know, the colours are gorgeous. So we're going to go with a little bit of this.
Lovely.
Now I need a little bit of tissue, which
We'll do the details for these as well for you. £20.99. You're getting the Dorso crayons and the Dorso oil there as well. 16 crayons in fact. So you've got 2 sets there,
Yeah,
8
both
in each
sets.
set, and the oil there as well. 606868 is the item number. So if you need those, or if you want to stock up, if you haven't got those yet, if you're liking what you're seeing here as well, of course they are available on the website for you.
Okay, so I've just put one little drop, just one single drop of Dorso oil. I won't close that properly because I struggle getting that open with my dodgy hand. All right, and all I'm going to do is just rub this across the parchment first of all. And this is a tip that I got from Linda Williams. Okay, it helps the crayons blend easier. Let me just pop these to the side. Okay, that's better.
Is that the oil that's got the
orange? It is orange. Yes, it has like an orange zest. So you can see I'm not soaking the parchment. That's not the idea at all. It doesn't look wet. That's what we want.
Just one drop you've put in there.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to come in with this like a mustardy colour, and I'm just going to gently.
Okay, so you don't have to be precise about it. Just put some colour in there.
I'm just kind of going to scribble that on there first of all, and then in the frame I wanted to colour the frame up. So let's go a little bit of the darker green in a couple of places, so we can get graduated.
You see, for something so delicate as the finished sample that we've seen there, if you just seen you doing this to begin with, what is she doing?
Yeah, yeah, there we go. So let's just pop that colour on like so.
I love this though, because anybody can achieve this.
Yeah, very much so. There you go. Okay, so then I'm going to come
Jimmy,
back.
our director.
Indeed, well, he's a smart lad, isn't he? There we go. So same tissue with the Dorso, and now I'm just going to come in and just give
so you're
this.
just softly blending
there
that
you go.
now.
See that? So it's softening that colour. Yeah.
Wow.
And I haven't added any more of the Dorso oil. If you do this and you find that you're removing your colour, you've got too much Dorso oil on.
Right, okay.
Having said that, having the ability to be able to remove the colour with some Dorso oil is also a good thing as well. Because let's say that I went way out of my circle, I could go in with the Dorso oil and I could
just clean it up.
Exactly, that's right. So same here. So I'm just going to blend this.
I can't believe how this blends, Marie. It's just incredible to watch.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. So I'm going to just make that to a point. Now I'm just going to, because I'm using a different area.
So if you wanted to blend the colours in the centre there, you could do as well. You could put a couple of different colours.
Yeah, yeah.
If I know you're using the nature set there, but if you've got the brights and you've got a blue and a red, would you see the purple tone coming
Yes, you
through?
would. Yeah, you absolutely would. Here we go. So same again. That's a bit wetter this time. See, I'm kind of removing a bit of the colour, but that's all right. Not to worry. Let's rub a bit off on there. There you go. So I've got the darker colour, and then I'm going to drag the darker colour down into the lighter colour. So it's like a sagey kind of colour. But see, it's just
very
so
little crayon to cover quite an area.
Yeah,
there.
they last a long time. They really do. Okay, here we go. And you can also make your own rainbow parchment with them as well, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, how's that? And it's as that dries
just amazing. I love it.
that you see a little bit better. So from the front, we turn that over. So
how
straight
delicate that
away,
is.
we've got kind of our base colour. It's like having a sort of a two-tony parchment. It's like targeting the colour really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm done with those. So then I can come in now with some pencils or pens. It really doesn't matter. So I'm going to go with sort of similar colours.
Okay.
So let's have a little look here. So let's go with a little bit of limey green, a little bit of yellow.
We do have the pencils and the pens available for you as well on this show. We'll bring those up as well. So for the pencils, you've got the perga liners there. This is a great set. I've got these. Special
They're
price
nice,
as well.
aren't they?
£5 saving, £24.99 is the price. 418768. They are fantastic. You're getting 20 of the aquarelle and it's gone already. 16 of the other ones as well. They're more waxy, aren't they? The other ones.
Yeah.
Then the pens, of course, they're available. 30 water-based markers here for £25.94. Great quality, of course, that's what you'd expect from Clarity. 339657 is the item number for those. So you've got the choices there. Maybe you've already got some of the items you want to add to your stash again there. Maybe you're just starting out and you want to go for one particular set. Is it going to be the crayons? Is it going to be the pencils? Is it going to be the pens?
Okay, right, so I'm just a little bit of colour, don't need a lot. So there's quite a dark colour, this one, so I'm going to just come in and just flick a little bit of colour, okay? It will travel a long way, it really will. And then let's see what we've got. This is nice. So I'm using the B pencils. So I'm going to bring this colour in from that direction. And then maybe I'll come in with a little bit of a darker colour as well. So again, I'm not worrying about blending right now. I'm just literally laying the colour down. Let's get some...
While you're doing a little bit of colouring there, Maria, can we
do you
just
want to do
recap on the one day special?
Absolutely.
We'll leave you and then we'll come back and have a look at that with you.
Worries.
We're just going to go over to the website actually, because of course everything that you need is there. We've got lots of new items. Of course, it's the one day special launching at 6 o'clock. You can get that on Rewind to see the inspiration from Maria earlier on and lots of the samples as well. But it's about the one day special. Of course, we're going to start right back there first, but do have a look and shop ahead on the website. Lots of wonderful goodies for you. Do pay attention to the feedback on the items from Clarity as well. We see lots and lots of 5-star reviews. Now, coming up, the one day special, let's just give you a recap of that and let you know exactly what you're getting here. This is incredible value because what we're getting are brand new items here, absolutely brand new items. Birds of a Feather stamp and stencil collection, 12 stamps you're getting and 4 stencils. Now look at this, the usual price would be £94.88. You're saving £15. Now the stencils themselves, you are getting them in the one day special. Essentially you're getting those for free if you're going for this bundle, and we can give you the flexi buy option as well. 2 payments of £39.94. Item number 804756. Now you'll notice there with the stamps you've got 3 different stamps, they layer together, so you get an incredible effect from them. You don't have to use them all though, you can do separate layers, you can get different looks depending on how you use these stamps. Really, really clever. The stencil, of course, they do match the designs, but a bigger size, a 7x7 stencil there, that's including the frame. Of course, the 6x6 would be the internal size, but we need to see a few more samples, I think, as well, just so it really hits on what you can achieve with these. So I'm going to try and pick up some different ones to the first time, just so I'm making it fair, because the design team works so hard. This one is by Sam Crow. Isn't that effective? Really, really love that. Absolutely gorgeous. And then another one here. Oh, actually, I say I'm not doing this on purpose, but I've just picked that up. That's another one by Sam. But I've picked that one up because you can see there you've got that used in 3 different ways. You can see stamp number 1, number 2 and number 3 being used separately there. It is wonderful. Let's show you a different design. This one's by Andy. There we are. Look at that one. Gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous, using the stencil and the stamps together. Let's see what else we've got here as well. I'm going to try and make this fair. Just so, oh, let's have a look at this one. I've just spotted a name I know very well. What about this one from D. Paramore? This is using one of the stencils. Really lovely, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. There we are. So, of course, lots and lots of inspiration with the samples we've got here as well. 804756 is the item number for the one day special. And remember, you are saving £15. But let's give you a recap of 1 or 2 more items as well. So, moving down the groovy plates, we've seen these in action. Now, over half of the stock has gone on these. You are getting 4 individual plates. They are the smaller size, so use your plate mate, use your insert as well, and then they're going to fit beautifully into that starter kit. £16.96 is the price here, £3 saving. You can see it's the same designs as we've got in the stamps and in the stencils there, but for the parchers, for the groovy lovers, then this is what you need. Been busy on this one, and a freedom price as well. £4.70 is the saving, just £15.26 delivered if you're a freedom member. Item number 975897. Just going to show you one sample there just before we move on, just so you can really see what you can achieve there as well. Isn't that beautiful? 975897 is the item number. Now we've also got the trio of birds. This is a returning favourite, so if you missed out on these before, then you can go for these as well. You've got your fresh cut dies here, 4 inches by 4 inches square. That's the size of the dies. They're so intricate. You can snip into these. There's so many ways of working with them. Turn them into stencils as well. So £10 is a saving here, £34.97 for all three of those. 552181 is the item number. And then finally, we're going to show you the stencils that match these as well, another returning favourite. Half of the stock has gone on these. Look at the detail in these, 7x7 again. That's the outer frame included. They are just stunning. So many ways you can work with them as well. £9.97 is the price. Item number 740759. There we are. Do you know, it's late in the day. I've done that before, you know. I start to read the price out as the item number. Gets me sometimes. £5 saving on that one though, but you can see all the details then. Of course, everything is there on the website for you to find as well. Right, Maria, what are we going to see now?
Okay, right, so we're going to jump onto the one-day special now, the stamps, and just do a quickie because we've not got a lot of time.
Okay.
So just a little card, if I give that to you. So just to show, say we've talked about you can use the stamps in different combinations, stamp 1, stamp 2 and stamp 3. So on this one, I have used all 3, but then just a little twist to it. Nice
I really love that. Just 2 colours in there, I believe. But that is so effective.
Okay. Rightio. So I'm going to use the birds of a feather simply because the letters are quite chunky on this for me to do the sort of the black lines.
Okay.
So I'm going to stamp number 1 first of all. So it's the line art, if you like. So I'm just going to ink this up with a nice black ink. So nice permanent ink pad. I've mounted the stamp onto acetate to use that as a mount. So we have got our mega mounts on the website. If you like those, they're quite thin. Acetate is quite cool for sort of bigger stamps. Now it doesn't matter where I put this on here. So as not to waste card, I'm going to pop it up here. Okay. Then we've got more. So we're using stencil card that we've got as well. 7-inch stencil card.
Lovely. Well, the mega mounts are at the bottom of the screen there. Your 5x5s, £14.94, £395,192. Yes, the cardstock available as well, the card blanks, but of course you could cut into them in matte and layer if you wanted to as well. You can find those on the website. Great quality cardstock as well. And I've got to mention the quality of the actual stamps because being Clarity, wow, these are incredible. These are polymer stamps, but the depth of them is absolutely incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
The detail that you're going to get. Perfect stamps.
For sure.
Stamped images every single time
They're
with these.
excellent quality. They lend themselves also to, you know, you can use heat techniques with these as well. So you can use with like your fusible film and fibres and your triple thick embossing powder and that sort of thing, and it's not going to damage your stamp. So stamp number 2. Now this, say on all 4 designs, stamp number 2 is actually my favourite because I can either use it to colour in that image, as I'm going to do here, or I can use it for thicker line art to use with various sort of techniques. So I'm just giving this a good ink up, and I say I've gone for archivals, but I could use maybe my artistry inks, whichever. So I'm going to lean over. Apologies if you. I'll try not to get my head in the way.
It
but I
fine. We can't see you at the moment.
I'm trying not to, but I should be further forward so you can really line this up. But we'll just go for it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Lovely.
All right, because if you look straight down through the stamp, you can actually see exactly where to line these up. You see, you can see the line art that we've already stamped, but say I won't worry so much there. You don't need to see the top of my head. There you go. And also, if it's a bit offset, it's a highlight or a shadow. Simple as that. Okay, which I have done very slightly on the finished piece, deliberately, and it does look a little bit highlighty. Right, here we go. Oh, that's pale. Yeah. Right, so you can see that's really quite sort of pale on there. So we can go in and do another layer. But what I've done, just because it's live TV, I've gone in and I've already done that to save time. Okay.
Oh, you've got some real depth of colour there.
Yeah, so nice, and because I wanted it to pop against what we're going to sort of do. Right, so stamp number 3 then, this would colour, this is the background area, and you don't have to. I could sort of say, now tomorrow I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do some clouds in there, so I'm not going to use number 3.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
So But
this layer, though, really does make a difference if you want to use
it's a bit
it, doesn't
moody,
it? I
isn't
think
it?
the effects
Yeah.
that you can achieve.
Yeah.
Again, it makes it easy for everybody as well. If you think, well, this is a bit daunting, there's 3 layers, I'm not quite sure what to do. It's not difficult. I can't wait to see you do this layer, actually, Maria.
Yeah,
I think
well,
it's
I say I'm going
really
to. I
finish
did
it off.
use grey earlier on. Actually, it's just I must have a thing about grey today. Or when I was
Grey
prepping.
works with everything now, doesn't
yeah,
it?
I think it does actually. Grey and yellow, grey and pink, grey and navy.
Yeah, grey and green.
It's quite sort of, you know, it's an elegant sort of colour mixed race. So again, I just want to do it around the edges. I don't want to make this image too dark, but also I don't want to colour the birds too much either, because I'm going to come in with a little bit of pencil and make those darker. So just around those edges. And again, if this is too pale, I can come back in and I can add another. See, it's really pale, isn't it? So not a problem.
You can't see it, but yeah, it's paler than the original one.
Yeah, on the original, I'd say about 3 coats, because this is a pale grey. But I would much rather go in a couple of times with a paler grey than go in with a darker one and find that it's too dark.
You can't take it out, but you can apply it.
Yeah, this is
can't
it.
you?
So it's a good idea to have a pale grey. There we go.
Oh,
All right,
that's
so you
much
can
better.
see. Well, yeah, there you go. And then can you see that it's like illuminates the middle of the image, doesn't
so
it?
effective.
And if I go in and do another layer, it would amplify that effect. Right, so I want to just add a little bit more to the bed. So I'm going to pencils. How are we for time?
We have got about 7 minutes left, Maria.
Okay, so I've got time. I'm going to put that pen there so I don't forget. And I'm going to grab some pencils.
Of course, if you need to stock up on things like your parchment, on your groovy tabs, that sort of thing as well, everything's on the website. Do check out the website for everything, because, of course, there is a huge amount of product on there for you. Gilding flakes are on there. We've got the adhesive sheets on, very, very useful. Don't forget your artistry ink pads as well. All sorts of beautiful plates available as well. The light panel that Maria's been using. Nothing wrong with Maria's either. It was the dodgy switch, so just make sure yours is plugged in at home. There you have got the groove accessories. You've got all sorts of tools there. Oh, the pergamano embossing mat that Maria was using theirs as well. And of course, you've got your scissors, your tweezers. The pergamano blending pen kit. That was something that was in my basket recently. And those Dorso crayons are there as well. Look at the 5-star reviews. It's 5-star reviews, 5-star reviews. Oh, and then we've got those wonderful paper pads with the names we can't pronounce. Lots of wonderful goodies for you there. There they are. There it is. Why, Mia Falls. I'm sure that must be right.
Okay. Right, so all I'm doing here, now I'm using Faber-Castell polychromos pencils.
Yeah.
I know that those are on the website. They're lovely. I like the greys in there. So I've gone down with a very pale grey, and then I'm coming in with a kind of little bit darker grey now.
Okay, so again, just flick in.
Yeah, just flick in and sort of feather in a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with a darker one.
So being the pencils that you use, you can just add layer upon layer, can you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. And as I say, at home, you know, I'd take a little bit longer over this, but it's okay. Just little flick strokes.
Okay.
Will be absolutely fine. Let's see. So the finished one's probably a bit better, but that's okay. So there you go. So I've just a little bit of grey.
It does make a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Makes it just pop out because, yeah. All right, so on these letters then, what I thought was just change those a little bit. So black micron pen, these are really quite cool. So all I wanted to do was just come in, and I'm going to come in and just block some of those little areas, like so.
Wonderful, and that's very effective, and it really makes the wording stand out, and you can differentiate between the birds and the wording more as well.
Okay.
Well, we've only got about 4 minutes left on this show, so don't forget to be checking your baskets out as well. If you've got anything sat in there, you don't want to lose them. We're going to make sales throughout the night as well. Of course, the launch was at 6 o'clock. We've been busy on items across the show, actually, because where are we at? I'm just going to check the details on some of these items, because we were halfway through the stock on. Was it... Yes, the groovy plates, halfway through the stock of that already. The stencils also from the trio of birds. A lot of the stock has gone there. Of course, we've got huge stocks of the one-day special. So although not vulnerable right now at this moment, things can sell very, very quickly. Sales will happen throughout the night as well in between the shows. And of course, Maria's back tomorrow at 9, 1 and then 5 o'clock will be the final call if we've got the stocks, of course. But do stay with us throughout the shows because, of course, lots of inspiration. We're going to see gorgeous samples and demonstrations, of course, from Maria herself. Loving the effect that we can see here right now using the one-day special.
Yeah, there you go. Just nice and easy. It's easy doodling, really and truly. It's just easy doodling. Because I don't do all that clever stuff. I haven't got the patience. But this I can do just with a black pen. There we go.
I just think it looks really effective.
Yeah, and also
but it makes it very modern as well.
Yeah, so you've got the white line down the side there as well, and that's
yes,
where by offsetting, what's the word?
Offsetting?
That's it, offsetting when I've coloured the stamp, so we've left that tiny little bit of white. So
I think it does add to it. I think to see that kind of that shadow effect or that lightness on that side, it makes it stand out more. It looks more three-dimensional.
Indeed. Happy accident. I'm going to pretend I did it on purpose. No, I did on this one. So there we go. So yeah, literally just follow your letters around and just do. But these micron pens are great because it has got a very, very fine nib, so you can really get into the small letters and just
you could have a session just stamping out with your new stamps from one day special, and then maybe go in with your pens afterwards and add the detail as well. So you're doing your inking in one go, then go and do something else. I just think this is a beautiful, beautiful card. Very simple, something that's achievable, but it is just so effective.
Yeah, nice size as well. But then in the morning, I'm going to go bigger. Can I give a little preview?
If we've time, we can just do that. I'm sure we've got about a minute and a half.
Yeah, I just want to grab it out and just show you because I really love this. So I'm going to use all 3 of the stamps. I'm also going to use a stencil as well, and we're going to do a little bit of proper sort of paper engineering and stenciling and
look at that.
So we're going to have a little go with that.
That is beautiful. And again, the colour's gorgeous, but you can decide on the colours yourselves.
You can, yeah.
Look at the detail in the base here as well with the stencil. I love it. Very nice indeed.
I enjoyed making that.
Is that going to be 9 o'clock
9
tomorrow
o'clock,
then?
I'll do that at 9 o'clock.
Do not miss that. Don't miss that at all. So, of course, it is all about the one-day special. That's where you'll find, of course, the details to make that beautiful project that you're going to see at 9 o'clock as well. So, seeing everything there on screen. You've got 4 individual sets of stamps there, 3 layers per stamp. That's why you get your 12. You can use them together, as we've seen in the demonstration. You can use them separately. You can get different techniques, but you're also getting those stencils as well. All 4 of them that match, the coordinate. Bigger size, of course, 7 by 7 in size if you count the frame in there. Lots of techniques can be achieved with both the stencils and the stamps. And remember, with that £15 saving, essentially you're getting those stencils for free. Do take advantage of the savings. Flexi buy option for you as well. Item number 804756. That's the item number. 2 payments of £39.94 on Flexi, and of course it does help to spread the cost. And anything else, any more essentials that you want to stock up on, you can pop in there and you can spread the cost as well. Now, we've just been counted out, Maria. That means it's time to go home for tonight at least. Thank you very, very much. Do stay with us as long as you can throughout the night. See you in the morning. Bye-bye. Yes, coming up next, we'll